All right, you missed nothing. We just went live on streaming, and now
Bounty Hunter just showed up and said you had some secrets you hadn't told us.
Moi?
So now it's Waz in pain.
It's Waz in pain.
So a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, a Mon cow who calls himself Randall, but really has a stupid name that some his parents thought was trendy because it was human. He got captured by a bounty hunter. Captured's a strong word. He got sold into being with his bounty hunter because his crew just straight up gave him up. The bounty hunter's like, I'm gonna go cash in. The bounty hunter tries to exit through this blockade and is rerouted to this customs outpost that they've converted from a asteroid mining facility. And while Randall's in his cell trying to figure out a way out, trying to improvise tools, doing all the cliche things that a tech character would do while in an isolation cell, he hears this Mandalorian having arguments with the Imperials, and then there's some shooting, and then the power blinks just long enough for Randall to get popped out of his cell. Randall finds himself more or less loose on this Mandalorian ship. So we're doing this extremely accelerated, and it's all going to be theater of the mind, and you're going to have some very limited choices, but the short version is Randall, do you exit the ship?
Are we in planetary space or just...
I'm going to tell you right now, if you overthink it, Randall's going to die.
Yes, I exit the ship.
Okay, thank you. So you're on a station. You step off of the ship. The Mandalorian is basically gunning down stormtroopers, but there's a lot of them, and he's right distracted. So you decide that while his back is turned, you're just gonna, exit stage left. You start running through the hangar. There's not a lot of ships here, but there is an old ship called a mole miner, and you know how to operate one of these things because they have underwater versions of them for mining on Mon Cal. And you jump inside, you take off, and the bounty hunter doesn't even realize he's lost his bounty until you're out in space. Now, you know how to operate a mole miner, and it can burrow into a ship or a station or anything else like it's a tick. You decide that you need to hitch a ride out of here. There are 3 vessels lining up to make the jump into hyperspace. 2 of them are freighters. One of them is fuel freighter. One of them is cargo freighter. And the other one is a system patrol craft, like a customs ship that belongs to the Empire. Which one do you dig into?
I dig into the cargo freighter.
Okay, you dig into the cargo freighter, and it jumps into hyperspace. You have a little bit of time to take stock of everything you have in the mole miner, and as you start opening up crates, you realize that for reasons you can't even begin to fathom, this mole miner is packed full of all of these super volatile explosive materials that have a really high temperature melting point. You're thinking of all the things you could do with these things while you're en route, and few days later, you finally get to the point where the ship is coming to the end of its journey, and there's a planet below you, and you realize you're in orbit above Jera's planetoid. Now, the rest of what's going to happen, you and I have already kind of discussed. So we are going to go to you. The rest of the party is here on Chalcon City, having successfully liberated a bunch of equipment. Correct?
Yes. Sounds right.
Okay. And you guys are getting ready for a plan to liberate Jera's ship, preferably while she's on it. That was still the plan, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are out back behind one of these bars, kind of doing your mapping out of what your plan's going to be with all your newfound intel and equipment, when the ground starts rumbling, and a shack that's like right behind the bar just completely erupts and explodes as a mole miner bursts out of the ground, completely just trashed. And Randall steps out, and Randall, I think you know what you're supposed to say here.
It's a trap.
Oh, that was not it. That was good though. It is.
Fuck off this planet.
Yes, that thing.
Let's get the fuck off this planet. This planet's gonna blow.
You have 3 hours. Enter the rest of the party. Welcome to the session.
Can't believe you guys sold me out.
No, it was not. We didn't sell you out. We had no choice but to let you go. Or we were all gonna die.
Yeah, we fought
And-
the guy. He had a beryllium charge on our ship. You were there and saw all of that, right?
And we got like 5 million credits for it. So
Nah, that
I
check
mean,
that check that check never cleared.
it
course it
started at
didn't.
1 million. We got it up to 5 million.
Well, you talked up something that didn't actually clear. Anyhow, like I said,
It
Oh.
would have cleared if you had gone to jail like you were supposed to.
potatoes. Let's find a way to get off this planet. 'Cause
Speaking of,
this,
there's a bounty on you.
yeah,
Can we
It's a
call
lot.
you Andy now?
Yeah, what's your
maybe, but
actual name?
my name is Andy. I've been going by Randall for so long that I have gotten used to being called Randall.
What if we just mix them and call him Randy?
Yes. Sorry.
We'll see. Again, this planet here, this mole miner, it helped me deliver a pretty massive charge down there, and I figured I really want to see Jared die, and what's the best way to do it other than to destroy your entire planet?
You know, there's like 500,000 civilians on this.
That is the best plan I've ever heard from an organic. I know why I called you doctor now.
Yeah,
Dr. Riley.
you're gonna kill a bunch of like innocent people.
They're not innocent. They're organic.
How many do you think we can get off here? And again, I'm getting off this planet in under an hour, or in the next 2 hours, regardless of how many people I can get off.
So Randall, you would know it's going to split into multiple different stuffs. The bubbles that the cities are in are going to last long enough for evacuations to take place. There are still going to be some civilian casualties, but it's not going to be like all of them die. Specifically, you made the fault line go right up where the palace is, so it's gonna fuck that palace up.
Yeah. So it's mostly gonna destroy Jira's main palace.
Yeah, regardless, our plan wasn't to get her in the city anyway. We were supposed to get on her ship and take her out on the ship. So we should just get on the ship now and then, just get ourselves nice and situated well and wait till everything goes to hell and then kill her on her ship. That was the plan, right?
I thought that was the plan, but now everything's gone to shit. I mean, like
She's definitely going to be leaving the palace within the next 3 hours. It's like a guaranteed fact. And if she doesn't, then she's dead.
But we were hoping that the crew would get sick and that we would embed ourselves in the replacement crew.
Oh,
I'm
the
reasonably sure the
crews
crew
are
is definitely sick.
crew's already sick. Yes.
Yeah, by reasonably sure, I mean there. Also, we were supposed to go in there as not janitors, plumbers, because they're gonna have some fucking toilet problems.
Can we do that in the next 3 hours?
Oh my god, I forgot. We're defeating the Empire with poo.
So are we on this map right now?
Yeah, you guys are behind one of these bars. I can't remember which one we said was the bar, but I think it was this one with the blue ceiling. Was it the bar that you guys were planning out of?
I don't know. Think so. Sorry, I'm getting it together. Give me a minute.
He has access to 2 Lambda shuttles, one of which has had its weaponry stolen. The other which is in perfect condition. You have access to a cargo floater that is basically a Ford Transit van.
Don't we have 2 Imperials naked in a 69 position?
We went ahead and nixed that because you got too graphic in the last one.
Damn it.
Yeah.
There's a crate that's on fire behind the bar.
Well, I think we need to dress up like Jera's people and get on her ship.
I pull out
like that's the main goal, right?
I pull out my Imperial magnet decals.
Yeah, good call. I mean, what else does everybody else? I know you've got like the holographic projector right there, cause
Yep. Yep, I look just like a pilot. Boo, boo. I hit my button and change in front of your eyes.
Yeah, that looks good. What about you, Randy? Andy? I don't even know what to call you anymore.
Well, I'm wearing my standard coveralls, but I
Rand,
look enough like a mechanic to fool some of Jared's people.
you look very non-human. Might want to find a helmet, some
All
gloves,
right.
and
All right.
some. You look like a fish. Smell like a
I mean,
fish.
technically, wouldn't a Mon cow be like the best plumber?
Yeah, but they don't like non-humans.
Yeah, but you would think they would like understand though that like some situations require, especially a shitty job like that, you don't want to put a human being in that situation.
You're more than welcome to. Let me get this out of the way. You're more than welcome to try to bluff it if that's how you want to go.
I'm sure that I can find a helmet and some gloves here somewhere.
Is that what you want to look for then? We can look around here, maybe beat somebody up and take their helmet and gloves.
Yeah.
There's probably some drunk guy coming out of the bar.
We also should tell our buddies that were in the bar that they should start looking for escape routes.
Yeah.
So, I was going to ask that. Do you want to put out maybe like on the down low an evacuation order that people should be getting the fuck out of here if they don't want to die?
Sure. How much are we trying to alert everybody?
I mean, that will trigger Jara to get to her ship. So maybe we get on her ship first and then send out the panic. And
Okay.
then that would then trigger her to come to her ship, hopefully.
That sounds like a pretty good plan.
All right.
And
I guess we want to just beat the shit out of somebody coming out of the bar for their helmet and gloves.
we could do that. You could give them the check that is not going to clear, that is for quite a bit of money.
Or we can just look inside our Lambda. I'm sure they've got an extra helmet in there.
You guys are taking all the fun out of it. I want to beat the shit out of a drunk guy, but okay, that's fine.
These
We'll
drunk
walk
guys,
over to the Lambda. No, that's fine.
these are the invisible class. These are our peers. These are awesome guys. These aren't Imperials.
True.
If you knock out a drunk guy and he's stuck there in the alley for I don't know, say 3 hours, he's gonna be dead.
That's a good point too. Now you worry about innocent lives. Where was that when you set up this bomb?
I was
I'm so disappointed in you, Randy.
Like, I don't think you thought this through at all.
Wait,
I'd
hold
like
up.
to claim that I think everything through, but
Wait,
clearly
you were under the impression he thought things through?
I mean, as an explosives expert, I would hope that he thinks things through.
Part of the last 8 months made you think that.
I mean, he still has all of his fingers. Like, I thought that he thought things through.
In
obviously.
his defense, setting up a bunch of seismic charges to blow a hole through a palace like that, and then when splitting the planet, that's precision demolition right there. That's really complex. If I were Randy Andy, I'd be offended.
yeah,
That's Randy. That's
the
just Randy.
again, the explosives themselves, fantastic. Lots of coordination, lots of planning. The not killing a bit too many innocent lives, yeah. I sort of
It's
didn't think that one all the way
consequences
through.
that get you. It's consequences that get you.
I was panicked. I was being turned in. I thought I was going to be in jail forever, and I let the freedom get a little bit too much to my head.
Your first act was to blow up a planet.
It was a planet of someone who's tried to kill me multiple times.
Hold
you
up.
belong in jail. Like, this is let's get this straight. You're a monster.
It's not a planet. It's a large asteroid.
Okay, and Pluto's not a planet. It's just a dwarf planetoid.
This isn't even a
tomato.
planetoid.
We're talking about killing a bunch of people.
We
And
kill a bunch
hold
of
on.
people all
So-
the time.
FYI, that bounty hunter came in and said that you blew up like a tenement full of kids at like some university. What happened there?
They weren't kids. It was a university, and it was. I don't even remember if it was me.
What?
Just don't remember?
I
think if I killed a bunch of people in like a dormitory, I would remember it.
Randy, I don't like to side with the captain, but I have noticed that your substance abuse has increased. You may need to see a doctor.
that again, something to think about after we get off this planet and after we kill Jera. But you're speaking some good things. If I'm remembering my whole story straight, it wasn't actually me. I was in a position where they thought it was me and they blamed me for it, and I
Sorry.
just got the hell out of there.
You mean instead of like getting it fixed and figuring out who actually did it, you just left?
Again, there was enough evidence pointing towards me being the person that did it, but I didn't actually I didn't actually blow up
But you
university.
just said you didn't know for sure it was you or not.
Yeah, I wrote my story a long time ago, and I don't actually remember what all I wrote.
Pain, do you know the
Story
idiom?
is the keyword.
I mean, metagame. You told me you built the bomb, but you didn't hit the button. That's
Yeah,
what that's what my notes say anyway.
Okay. It's possible that that's what happened. I think I built a bomb and somebody else stole it and they blew it up and then they blamed it on me.
Yeah, probably had your bomb maker fingerprints all over it.
Yeah, of
You know the idiom, innocent people always run, right?
course.
That's not what they teach us in Bounty Hunter 101.
That's why it's an
Everybody
idiom.
runs. That's the bounty hunter rule, I think. So everybody runs. Is this the lambda that has weapons on it?
It can be either one. I didn't have space for both. You have both of them here in the starport.
Okay. I guess we'll check it for some laminate armor for Randy Andy.
So Randy's not going to fit in laminate armor, but you do find an EVA suit that's for doing small repairs that he will fit in.
EVA
Okay.
suit would be something you'd want to use if you were a plumber and you had to go delving deep into the bowels.
You seem to know a lot about organic plumbing there, Mr. Robot.
How do you think I kill you guys so easily?
Is that why you're interested in my lower intestine?
Yes.
Okay, this is weird.
Would you rather I say no?
No, I guess not. All right. Can we? Let's get in the lambda, I guess, and get close to. Well, we could just land this lambda in the same port that her ship is in, right?
So
make deliveries.
you can make a delivery, but it would be suspicious if it stayed there. So what you might want to do, your consciousness says to you, is get someone to fly you over there in either lambda.
But before we go, we should gather a assortment of plumbing tools.
All you really need is a
No, I'm telling
adjustable
you,
wrench.
we need an assortment of plumbing tools. I need to be covered in these tools so that I don't look like what I currently look like and I look useful. Also, if we're actually going to fix the issue, we're going to need the tools. I don't know if you guys understand what I did. And I know you don't want me to tell you.
Now I'm scared.
I envision Pain with like a 6-foot wrench. Like that's that wrench.
Yeah, wrenches, yes. Industrial grade super plungers, power plungers, if you will. You know those the snakes you put in the toilet, and you have to
It's
like.
got 150 feet of just snake wrapped around him.
Roto-Rooter.
Yeah.
So is there like a Star Wars depot or something like that around here that we could go and buy some tools at?
Yes.
It's a Star Depot.
Star Depot.
It's Death Star Depot.
I'm going to lean into the contact that we made there and say, hey, do you want to ride us over here and then ride us back and then get your 30 closest friends and get on these 2 shuttles and drive away and never look back?
2 shartles? That's a little bit too on point with your plumbing problems, isn't it?
Right?
Yeah.
Pain would snicker.
It would just be called Glow's Home Improvement Center.
No, it's Death Star Depot.
Yeah, I like yours better.
I know.
Okay.
You want to find like just a random cashier? I don't think they're going to be able to fly this lambda.
I think he was trying to
find a pilot.
I think he was trying to talk to the resistance contact that you guys made last time.
Yes.
Yeah. The 2 ladies.
Oh, you want to try to parlay this for some more fun time? See if they can get more info.
No, not at all. We got 3 hours left, or I guess we're at what 2.5 hours now. So
Yeah, that's only going to put you at like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Give me 5 minutes.
That's giving him literally 9.5 minutes of free time.
I got to do some squats afterwards.
Gonna brush his teeth.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, so what's order of priority here?
Tools. We need to make our costumes look good enough where we don't have to deal with a lot of questions because, we really want those 2 hours to set up and prepare.
Okay. So tools first. We'll get your Payne's outfit looking sharp, and then once everybody else looks like Imperial tool bags, we'll, I guess, find a pilot that can take us and drop us off. Or do we want to get like boxes? We can maybe hide in a box, metal or that's Metal Gear Solid. Or you hide in a box and scoot around.
I see us getting dropped off. If we want to be in a box, we can be in a box. We need to get out. Then we need to say, hey, I just got orders to plumb this ship. I hear it's terrible. And if you want Randall and I to start falsifying some work repairs, we have what we had, like a delivery order. We can make it look just like that.
All right, so we can print up a bill of lading, or even a PO, our purchase order, saying that we're plumbers and we're here to fix your pipes. I like it.
We're here to plumb the Death Star.
Yes, plumbing the Death Star. That sounds like a good title for something.
Came up with it entirely on my own and not because of this podcast I listened to that's titled that.
That's not plagiarism if I came up with it.
We need a logo.
It should just be, we should be the Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
We're plumbers.
We eat mushrooms.
Or we could be like Imperial Plumbing Repair number 5.
That's better. Because I don't think these guys are imaginative.
AAA Imperial.
Triple AI.
Emoji, does that come before or last? I don't know. Let's go for it.
Question mark, exclamation point. All right, Payne, are you going to go into, what was it, Death Star Depot?
Yeah.
To get your tools? All right.
Yeah. I go in with you guys and I get everything outfitted and I get whatever I need to connect everything up and make it look like it's, supposed to be there, attached. So I look like the largest plumbing tool bag you've ever seen on 2 legs.
Tool bag.
I am a tool bag.
Are they like magnetically attached to you, or just like tied and strapped to you?
I like the magnetic attachments. I like a belt around my waist with a assortment of attachments that can be swapped in and out onto the arms.
Nice. I think that your color scheme would change to mostly orange and black.
Ooh, that's solid.
That makes him happy.
It does.
It's the very last episode he's going to Photoshop himself again.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do it. Unless I get bored.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. Sorry to step away for a second. Kid's got another nosebleed. All right, so we've got everything we needed. You guys went to the Home Depot store. You guys found a pilot. Resistance is going to take the shuttles to evacuate afterwards. Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're getting dropped off. We're going to show up. And that's it.
We've got some fake credentials to fake work order, fake credentials.
Oh yeah, purchase order. I cannot believe you're blowing up this fucking planetoid. Damn it, man.
Being in captivity for that 3 day really let the freedom go to my head. I may have to do some reflection afterwards.
I don't know if we're gonna get a chance. I would like to get a hold of that bounty hunter that got you and just beat the living piss out of him. I want you to know, for real, I tried everything I possibly could to keep you on my ship. You're like family. You're part of the crew, and I would have died for you. Unfortunately, that was the only option we had. So I'm glad that you escaped.
I want you to know that I got him to give us as much of the money he was going to get for you as I possibly could.
That was Payne's ultimate goal.
Well, yeah, you're a valuable resource. I wouldn't just let you go for nothing.
Again, I'm back here now. Whatever sob stories you want to tell, I'm sure we can keep telling them in this ride over there.
I'll show you the video.
I think Payne is going to try to turn you in afterwards, so you might want to plan on running.
It's a lot of money. Medical experimentation is not cheap, and I am on the verge of a breakthrough.
Yeah, I feel like your breakthroughs are going to be similar to my my breakthrough here, and it's probably going to be very dangerous for a lot of people.
Yeah, I wonder in the end who's going to kill more people, Payne and his viruses.
I find it offensive that you even question that.
You think that you're going to get to 1 million plus people? Because I guarantee, like, if the planetoid breaks apart, probably 1 million plus people is going to die.
I modified the Kratos virus so it affects humans and released that. Had it not
How's that
been
doing, by the way?
that whole fucking ship got destroyed. It was the most amazingly bad luck for the human, or for me, not the human race. It's great luck for the human race. But I've also managed to isolate the Chimera virus and mix that with another virus. I haven't released that yet. Oh no, I mixed it with the werewolf virus. I did release that one. Well, I've got some more.
So you guys get dropped off at the landing pad, and you're just gonna bluff your way on board. You do have some credentials, so go ahead and whoever wants to do the deception roll, go ahead and do that.
Can I make it a charm by saying, hey, we're with AAAI Plumbing, and we're here. We got this PO order, and we'd like to go ahead and start working because we hate working. Yeah, I'm sure that you know that, and we just want to get it done.
Can I just roll that deception roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You're probably better at it than I am.
Yeah, boss, we got to get in here. Like, this says it's urgent. Like, I've never seen this many stars on the work order.
All right, go ahead and take a boost for your assist from the captain, and go ahead and roll a 2 purple deception roll. All right.
Like the shit's hit the fan.
So the stormtroopers are like, "Oh my god, yeah, it's we're not allowed in the ship. They said if we go in there, they said bad things. You guys, hope you all have like filtration masks and shit. Good luck. How would you like to use your triumph? Because you don't need it for that.
I'd like to get past like one more layer of security. Just like, is this the one here? Whoever our next security stop is.
Okay.
I want them to call down and say, "Hey, let these guys through." Good luck.
So yeah, okay. So they clear a path for you, and you guys get on board, and you guys find yourself in the maintenance / cargo bay, or the very lowest deck of the ship. and you have pretty much free run. There are guards and stuff like that, but you realize that with everything that's going on, if you just look like you're working, you can easily pass the 3 hours without too much difficulty as long as you stay on the bottom deck.
Let's go ahead and set up a forward operating base over here, FOB. Just a
Captain,
place that we
should-
can like.
Yeah, we
meet up.
should do that, but we should set it up in the primary water treatment location.
Okay, good idea.
I can start clearing the pipes, give us some extra access to other areas, while simultaneously causing the other pipes to be even more backed up.
I'm kind of I'm wondering if we should go ahead and send out the call now that everything is gonna about to go to shit. Maybe more people will be able to evacuate. It might save more innocent lives, or we can wait until the very last minute possible, probably endanger 1,000,000+ lives, and then we would have less like security to go through. I don't think they'd check the ship if they were in more of a hurry to get off planet.
I think we should let the invisible crew know the slum section that we started out in.
You already did that, didn't you?
We let the 2 rebel leaders know, and we told them to keep it hush hush.
You were doing so good before.
The resistance leaders. Yep.
Hang on, let me give my dog a bark collar so she doesn't bark at everything.
Oh, I thought you had Zoidberg in your office. That's what it sounded like.
That's what it sounds like when he runs away. So, Payne, we're going to run through the pipes to get to different levels.
I think I can. If you look at the maintenance schematic here, these pipes go throughout the ship. The main lines are big enough for one of you to slip through.
Are you going to try to slip through them? Or are you
going to give me a destiny token for that?
Sure.
Yeah.
That seems like a well-spent token.
Mm-hmm.
Did we bring any like? I know we brought like the tool bag over there, but did we bring a box or two on the ship? Maybe. With some parts, quote unquote.
They would have let you bring parts, bags, supplies, and you can have anything you could reasonably found at Space Home Depot.
Death Star Depot.
Yes. Look, the Death Star was a defensive tool that was meant to break up asteroids for mining. The rebels used it against Alderaan themselves.
Oh yeah, that's the official story.
That
Fake
is
news.
That is the official story from the Empire. It's a little bit too on point these days, isn't it?
Yeah. But in the boxes that we brought on, is there any way that I could have brought my protector combat armor?
Yeah. So that'd be like a whole bag, so that'd be a big deal. But you could absolutely do it. Sure.
All right.
I want to say that you guys also, the rebels, left 4 small cases in your tool bags, and you just now realize that none of you actually checked them.
What are they? I'm gonna go through them while I'm here.
These don't look like plumbing devices.
Oh no, I can shove some shit up someone's ass and plumb them real good.
What am I looking at?
Don't know if they're going to be that useful for you, but that's what they left. Seem to have spares.
Not silenced, huh? Energy weapons, though.
Yeah, they're blasters. They're not silenced.
They also have electronic sights on them, which is fucking huge. Like my favorite modification for a pistol.
Ghost just throws it over his back.
Yeah.
Waz looks at it for a little while, takes it away, and then I watched Randy like take it and then put it back and then take it and then put it back, and Payne hasn't even touched it.
I'm trying to touch it. It was not letting me touch it.
Yeah, I kind of just want to take the sight off.
Payne just sticks it on his magnetic belt. It looks like a tiny pistol.
You could try to
Take
remove.
this-
You could try to remove that site, but what do you want to do with the site?
I don't know. It does say that I can find shooters in low light, but like my initial thought of using the site separately, I'm like, is it really gonna be that much better?
It's gonna
Use it
hold it up
as-
to its eye like a.
Could you modify it to be like a remote camera?
I think so.
I'll definitely allow it if you want to take the weapon apart.
Yeah, I'll take the sight off.
You just want to take the sight off. Or you want to take the whole thing apart? Are you going to use it? Are you going to use it as a rifle, or do you want a bunch of rifle components?
Oh, I could always use more components. I'll have a bunch of rifle components.
Okay. Getting the sight off, I'm going to count as you just automatically do, since we're going to make this other roll. But you're going to roll me a 2 red and a 4 purple, and it's really just to see how useful of components you get. Seems like a good MacGyver use of your
The hell is up with this thing? I feel like there's 2 things on top of each other.
not on my screen. You look like you're lagging a little bit to me. Did manage to roll, and you did manage to succeed. Okay, your 5 threats, the weapon is definitely destroyed, and you can't get it back together ever again. Not that that's too bad of a threat. You got the sight off. You've got enough components to do roughly 1,600 credits worth of fiddling with. If you think of anything creative you want to do with it, just let me know. But you can now basically fabricate some sort of weapon, tool, or etc. from the components.
Is the trigger some way to have can I use that as a detonation mechanism if I so choose?
If you want to turn the magazines into small grenades, you could.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Okay.
While he's doing that, is there any way that we can scope out or map out even the storage area or basement down thing?
So
The place that we're at?
Yes, to an extent. The map that I was going to use for this has been finicky, so I'm reusing a secondary map. So
I have a way to map it. I hold out my hand, tap my chest, and my little spiders come out, and they can start mapping.
oh, those are not what
They died. Those guys died. You just dropped the Death Star on them.
So there's basically 3 main sections to where you're at. There should be one right in front of the other, but you know, technical difficulties. So the section you came in with is the main cargo bay. That's where all these stormtroopers were. These troopers seem to be from various different kinds of units who have been pulled together. Many of whom were probably not the original crew of the ship, and they're like milling about and like they're like, we're supposed to provide security for the ship. We don't know what to do because most of the crew of the ship are incapacitated. In the bottom section that you're in, you find the that's what I had the map parts out for. You find the main like maintenance area for life systems, which is where you guys have set up shop. There's nobody in this section with you. You're just, you know, set up shop here. This is your space. And the other section is not yet explored, but you guys can send your little bots to explore if you want.
Yeah, I think he wants to do that. And then I think halfway through mapping, we should just go ahead and call out publicly that the planetoid is going to explode. Is there any reversal of what Randy did there, Randy? Can somebody stop it at this point?
No.
Captain, he drilled into the core of the.
I know, but he used like some mole miner thing to dig down there. I'm wondering if somebody could go down there and ice it or something.
They can potentially make it a little bit less beautiful explosion, but the pieces that are exploding are far enough apart to where yeah, it's gonna happen.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's my greatest piece of artwork ever.
That was your first greatest one when you blew up that school?
Yeah, right? How'd you feel about that?
Again, the explosion worked exactly as it should have. I did not want the explosion to blow up the school.
What were you targeting to make a bomb like that? An orphanage?
Again,
Hospital?
I was working on my PhD. It's about theoretical, and when your PhD is in explosive metallurgy, you tend to make some dangerous things.
See, no, you said theoretical, which you don't make it, because that makes it practical.
I gotta be honest, Dr. Randall. I have spent my entire time with this crew trying to prove that I am a monster, and up until this moment, I was pretty successful. You're stealing my limelight.
Yeah, explosions. Yeah, they can.
The real monsters are the friends we make along the way.
Yeah. To be fair, Captain, you've hired 2 actual monsters on your crew.
And they're my crew though, and like I love you guys.
Family. You called him family.
Yeah.
Never.
I'd call you family, but you scare the living shit out of me. I'm just gonna be straight up.
I should.
Yeah. Dead shit too.
I
you
know
just
how to
scare
make
shit
your
out of me.
insides come out of your outsides.
Yes, I've seen it happen to everybody else, and that's why when you're telling me when to poop, I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
It's happening right now. That's why we're here. That's literally how we got in. I made people's insides start coming out of their outsides. Speaking of, I have a pretty good tunnel worked out for us so far.
Did you say a tunnel?
Yeah, are we gonna come out of an actual toilet?
I've been rerouting the excess waste to other sections of the ship, so those are going to be in dire straits soon.
Is one of those sections you rerouted to the storage section that I just put in the forward area?
Which one?
The part I just added up
here. Do you want it to be?
I'm just evaluating whether or not certain things are going to happen.
I am keeping us safe. I am attempting to, but the waste has to go somewhere. Obviously, we can't just say we cleaned out this pipe. Like, it had to go somewhere.
Okay. I estimate it's been about an hour and a half. Dex said, I want to send a message, and my follow-up question is, how?
Oh, that's a good point.
We're on a starship, right? We just take over its comms.
Yeah, I guess if you want to, that's a possibility. I'm really bad with computers. I fly boats. That's what I do.
So, who wants to look up where the comms terminal is?
It seems like something that I might be doing.
Okay.
And I do have the slicer gear still on me, right?
You don't need it for basic access like that. They think you're part of the crew. That's the comm terminal, the closest comm terminal for you. And the comm system, for obvious anti-hacking reasons, is isolated system.
Okay. And I can at least see that there's the few stormtroopers here, right?
I'm gonna give it to you, but not necessarily. We'll say that something tips your hand. Oh, I know what tips your hand. They're all over the internal like intercom, being like, "Oh my God, something leaked in this room, and now we all have to shit real bad." Also, poo everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious if I needed to bring Waz or have some sort of way of bluffing and making it so I could access the comms panel.
I mean, I'll walk with you, and we can walk over and be like, "Hey, man, there's a hell of a lot more
Captain,
work."
Captain, one
than
second.
we-
One
What?
second.
What?
I'm gonna walk up and I'm just gonna inject both of you. That should keep you safe from any lingering effects of the latest bacterial contaminant. That poo is well, it's been made by sick people, and that much sickness can combine and mutate into more sickness. So this should keep you hardy. Feel sorry for anyone that doesn't have this.
Isn't Randall in a evac suit?
Yeah.
Just stabbed through the evac suit.
There's got to be a place you can put a drug in there. I put it in that.
Again, I'm in the evac suit. I think I'm safe.
Stabbed you in the lip through the intake port.
Something like that. I'm a doctor. I can do this. I tell Baz that he should also come over here, and I inject him. His has menthol in it.
Is it a dip? Can I put it in my mouth?
I have some for that.
Just a little chew. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, it's a caffeinated menthol chew I've been working on.
I'm gonna start climbing in your tunnel
All right.
while they go for the comms.
All right, let's go walk to the comms there, Randy.
All right.
Guys, come through here. The stormtroopers in this room are looking at the door to this room, like, and they're all like, "Dude, I'm not going in there." Dude, they're on their own. And as you guys walk up to the door,
in there? Shit.
yeah, man, there's a burst pipe in there. I feel so bad for you guys.
Oh man, that's even more work. Like I thought I was gonna be able to. Fucking hell! All right, come on, Randy.
All
We're
right.
gonna open the door.
Okay. There is literally a burst pipe of shit in here. It's not really burst per se. There's a valve in here that says for inspection use only, and it's wide open. And there's all sorts of shit in here. The stormtroopers themselves, like the guys over here, are like more or less okay. These two guys are shitting their guts out.
Oh no. All right. Well, if they seem busy, we
Yep.
should go to the comms.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just go straight.
Yep, and you walk in there like you own the place. So go ahead and so you can roll a straight up computers check and try to just operate this thing, or you can try to do some sort of mechanical override and give yourself like remote access.
I'll just straight up use it first, so that way we can tell as many people to get the fuck off the planet as possible.
Okay. So very simple computer. So it's one purple computers. If you don't care if anyone sees you, do it. Like if you don't want to care if anyone traces back to the ship, it's two purples to bounce it off a satellite and make it a little bit harder, and it's one red and two purples to make it completely anonymous.
I'll bounce it off a satellite.
Okay.
And then, do I get any boosts from? I don't think I got boosts from the slicer gear.
Stand by. Hi there, thanks for the raid. We're in the middle of our Edge of the Empire session. This might actually be the season finale. How'd your stream go?
To figure out how in the fuck he's supposed to give you a triumph on of this magnitude.
Yeah.
That's my guess. That's my guess. Usually when he goes silent like that, it's you've rolled in such a way that he's just fucked.
Nah, you got a raid on Twitch. Just need to chill.
I did get a raid. Got all sorts of dinging going on over here.
All right, so what exactly did your message say, Randy? I'm sorry.
It was saying that there is a bit of an accident with the forced gravity on the planetoid, and that it's
All right,
probably
well.
not gonna last for the rest of the day.
Hi,
and
Carly. Hi,
Everybody should
British.
evacuate as quickly as possible.
Y'all have fun. Thank you for the
Planet
raid.
being bombed, escape now. That kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay, I'm cool with that. We want more people to leave than, hey, gravity's going to stop working for a little bit.
The gravity's going to stop working permanently. This is small enough. This is a small enough asteroid that the gravity is like a public service. It's part of the like power system.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, so you guys said you triumphed. I think I caught that.
I got a 0 success, 1 advantage, 1 triumph.
Oh my god, I hate
Yeah.
this.
We assumed you went silent because you were doing the old "fuck me."
I hate.
How the fuck am I supposed to explain this bullshit?
I know how we do this. So you fail to send out anything that says, "Hey, planet is going to explode." But what you do send out is a warning that says, "Oh my god, there's a big enemy fleet en route. Everyone leave." See it?
What kind of fleet?
A big enemy fleet en route. Everyone leave.
Okay. Tracking. Okay, cool.
So it kind of accomplishes the goal without doing, like, they don't know the planet's going to explode. So some of them might get deeper in the planet and go into bunkers.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But a bunch of them are going to leave.
Sucks for the people that are going into bunkers.
You know what? We did our best. Thanks for doing that. I know that it was hard for you to decrease your kill count. So thanks for listening to her. You psycho. Jesus.
You psycho monster.
Oh man, when the robots start saying that, you're in trouble.
Yeah, it's really bad. So these guys are pooping. These guys are vomiting. One of the two. Where's the pipe burst?
The pipe burst is, this is a great time to draw in brown. Let me find some brown. Here's some brown. Do that.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, here's a circle. There's a brown circle. There's a big old pile right there. I mean, you don't actually have to fix it, but it will seem suspicious if you leave without trying.
I'm gonna try.
I was gonna write down some notes and make it seem like, yeah, I gotta come back later for this.
I'm going to get out my clipboard and say, yeah, I'm going to need you to work overtime this weekend.
You go ahead and you pull your clipboard out and look like the supervisor while I'm like, God damn it, I gotta do this shit again, and I don't even get any fucking... There's no ladder over here. I'm gonna have to do this without a ladder. And I'll just start complaining.
Literally brought the tool for the job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're over there. You're doing work.
I think it's hilarious because this means we're using Dex's mechanics check.
To close a hatch, right? I thought it was just a hatch that's open.
Yeah, it's been jammed open electronically by some other person in the party.
Great.
Yeah, I was just gonna leave because
Please call me. Please call me.
I was just gonna leave and make it seem like, yeah, we made an effort to fix this, but we can't do it now, and just get the fuck out of here because
Okay. Well,
again, these guys are shitting themselves and throwing up, so they don't really care.
What's the difficulty for my mechanics roll? I'm at least gonna attempt,
Did you call that an
try to
opposed
fix it.
mechanics?
I was going to call it your computers because that's what you use to open it versus his mechanics.
All right, my computers. Give me a second.
Yeah, this isn't gonna go well.
No, it's not. It's gonna go really poorly for you.
What's your check?
I'm looking patient. I don't do a lot of computers. It's just 5 greens,
So 5 purples is what I
5 purples.
Yeah, I can't add purples. What's going on with this button?
Okay, so you're having trouble with it too?
Yeah. 5. I hit the button. There you go. It does. It looks like it's overlaid. There's one over top of another over here for some reason. The text makes it look like that. I don't know if that's actually what's going on. I'm gonna hit roll.
Okay, I can delete it.
Now, do I see that close on my screen?
The 3 threats, yes, you do. Just because I know what you're gonna.
Pressurize and open back up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going to reroute more to that and just open her wide because
You just start hearing me cuss on comms.
So with your 1 success, you do close it. I'm gonna give you an opportunity where you can leave.
Get out of the
Yeah,
way.
you get out of the way. You can leave.
I'm gonna start running for it. I'll close it and realize that it's building pressure, right? It starts bowing outwards. Maybe something hinge or something creaks, and I'm like, okay, Randy, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Well, let's leave.
Okay, you get to this door. The door shuts behind you, and you hear a loud "whoa, bam!" and then "oh my god!"
I'm gonna put my thumb over my shoulder and talk to these stormtroopers. I'll be like, "You do not want to go in there ever
You
again."
should probably weld that door shut over comms. You may hear.
Dude, what happened? You're supposed to fix it.
I'm covered in shit, right?
Yes.
I'm covered. Okay. I go. I will. I have to, and I flick some off of me and onto the ground and be like, clean up a little bit. I can't even hold my tools. I'm so slick with this shit. So I'll be right back, but don't go in there.
I have to say, this is the most innovative way you guys have ever gotten to get stormtroopers to just willfully ignore you.
All right. Excuse me, covered in shit.
Yeah, no, they're parting out this.
We won't even need a combat right now. They are so averse to having us on this boat right now.
Oh no, the opposite. They want us on the boat.
Oh, but they don't. Yeah, that's
They
true.
just don't want to be near us.
Right.
We are literally the guys that swim into the bottom of the septic tank to get the blockage free.
Right.
We're those guys.
Oh man.
You desperately need us. You don't want to be anywhere near us.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back in covered in shit, and I'm gonna look at Payne, and I'm gonna say, yeah, there's like a hatch or something that just exploded over there. That was insane.
Oh.
This is really bad. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fix this.
Oh no, I've been rerouting some of the waste traffic so that I could clear a pathway for Waz. He's gone up into the tunnel to do some scouting.
All right, with
Did
that,
you just shoot him through that hatch?
No.
Oh, I misunderstood.
I shot I rerouted the waste to other portions of the ship. It looked like there was a warehouse about one, maybe 2 floors away from us that was mostly empty. So I just rerouted it in there. It looked like it tried to reset itself, but I worked right through that. And
Yeah, that
cracks his fingers like he did a great job.
Okay.
What have you been doing?
Yeah. You know what? Never mind. So Waz is in the tube, huh?
yep, let's
Yes.
switch to Waz's perspective at that note. That seems like a good parlay. Waz, you have climbed through this thing. It's not as simple as Payne made it out to be. This is a labyrinth, and it's dark in here.
I'm not comfortable, but I am making myself through there. I knew
Make your
that it
own
was a bad
light.
idea.
You could make your own light.
No, you don't know. Like, there's methane and stuff in here.
Well, no, I know that. I just wasn't sure you knew that.
You don't have a cold lamp?
No, I'm just crawling myself through. I've trusted that Payne gave me the right stuff, and I think I made it out to the top, and I'm ready to open her up and see what's on the other side.
2 purple survival check, or you can use astrogation if you want.
Payne would have given you very specific instructions. 1, this is the path you may follow. Deviating from the path will not be good for your health. So you follow this specific path. And he doesn't mark any of the paths you're not supposed to take, just the path you are supposed to take. In his mind, it's idiot proof. Clearly, he was wrong.
So with your 3 advantage, you can choose which one of these 3 rooms you fall out of the vent into.
Still on the first floor.
Yeah, you're still in one of these rooms. That's pain. I mean, you could throw him out there too, but that's it's Randall. You're working on it. He's right.
Oh, I was on top of it.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
tough to see. I'm gonna fall out of this one.
Okay, so you are part of the pressurization. You end up bursting out into this part. You hit the ground. The stormtroopers are already like shell shocked and not feeling well from all the things that are happening. Also, now they're like worried this door is jammed. What do you want to do there, Waz?
The first thing I'm gonna say is, I thought that guy closed this valve. What?
He never fucking does his job right.
I assume that there's just a big gaping hole now where there used to be a like pressure valve. Shit is still coming out.
The valve is definitely broken and locked open. It's not like coming out with force, but it's still coming out. This room is a giant mess. These stormtroopers are in deep shit. Wells, unintended. So
It's my favorite episode ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if the door's open.
okay. So the panel, the traditional way of opening the door is not working, and that's why these two scout troopers who are not yet infected yet are a little bit panicked. These two other troopers who aren't feeling well are trying to help, and that's making these guys really uncomfortable.
I'm gonna say you got a stuck door there. Let me see if I can kick this bag or choose if we can get her open. You two, can you give me a little bit of space here? I say to the sick ones.
They just sit down on the ground.
Yeah.
In the knee deep shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they are sick.
Mm-hmm. They're down to 4 hit points.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get real close to the door. I'm going to get out my lock picking tools. I'm gonna try to jimmy it open.
Okay, give me a skullduggery roll. 2 purples.
And say these doors, oh man, they get stuck. This is one of those frigates that are real nice, but if you jiggle it just the right way here,
Okay.
she'll pop open.
The lock disengages and the button to open the door lights up. As your hand hovers over the button, you ask yourself, have I really thought this through?
I have not thought it through in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. You hit the button.
Oh no, not at all. That's the things that say in my head before I hit the button. I see that it's open. I see that I got 2 guys that are real hurt, and I see that I got another 2 guys here. And as I'm saying, like, oh man, it's not that. I'm going to turn around and see what they are. See their condition.
I mean, the 2 sick guys are like legitimately like they should be in sick bay. They're in bad shape. The 2 other guys are trying very hard to not be infected, but you guys are knee deep in sewage.
Diseased, infected sewage.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I think I got her, but I'm going to see if I can close this valve again and wade back through and see if they'll open the door.
Okay, let me get some chance dice. You want blue or green or blue or red?
I like blue.
You like blue, and you like blue for them hitting the button or not hitting the button?
If they hit the button and poop starts coming out, it's on them, not on me.
Okay, well, neither of them hit the button.
All right, then. I'm going to start mumbling to myself and say, hey, I didn't make it up to the X floor. I'm in the poo room. Do you want to like try to stabilize some stuff so that when we open this door, it doesn't start flooding things?
As he's saying that, a giant explosion rocks the planetoid, and the whole ship shakes as though it's going to come apart. Klaxons and sirens start sounding. all hell just broke loose.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Randall, it was 21 minutes early.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, guess my timing's off.
We haven't seen Jera yet.
I'm gonna walk over to the comms unit, and I'm gonna patch in and just kind of listen, see if there's a Eagle has landed kind of message.
So there is a bunch of traffic on the security channel, and there is a shuttle rapidly approaching the docking port of the ship. Shuttle is going to dock on the top deck, where the bridge is.
I'm gonna relay all that to everybody else who isn't waiting through poo. And I'm gonna give them stuff if they talk to me about it.
So you're telling us that a ship has come in on the top deck?
It's docking shortly.
All right. So what's your plan? Are you coming back here, or do you think you can go up from where you are?
I could try to climb back in a poo-filled corridor, or I can open a door and see if just chaos is going to ensue down here.
Okay.
And as they say that, I'm going to wait for the two guys to look at the door instead of me. And I'm going to try to zip my way up into the... Actually, I'm gonna call to Payne first. I'm gonna say, "Hey, can you slow this down a little bit so I don't have to crawl through it as much?"
Slow down what?
The poo that's coming out of this valve. That's the only way I can get back to you.
But you couldn't have gone through that one. That one is near completely full. Look up.
Is there an empty one?
You came out of. You had to have come out of the up one, not the down one. Use your little grapple line to get back in there.
Yeah. Is there a clear valve above my head?
I mean, if you're talking about one that leads up to the next floor, yeah, you can probably get up there. If you're talking about
he fell out of one, right?
yeah, the one he fell out of is broken. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Like you're talking about the one that's further down the network, you'd have to crawl through the network. The one that is in this room is broken. It's not closable.
Oh, I thought he fell out of it because you. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't understand the physics.
Yeah. So when you initially popped it, you popped it to the point where it broke. And when he decided he was going to fall out in this room, like, well, you just got flushed with all this stuff.
So can I try to climb up into the broken pipe?
Yeah, I mean you can get up into the pipe.
Excellent.
So since Jera's going to be on board, I'm going to adjust our floor plan slightly. It's okay with everyone else. Because now we need all the floors and not just the makeshift one.
More places to put the poo.
Okay. Rapid deleting.
Can't help you.
No, my poo.
You know,
giving me artist tips while I was drawing it.
I really thought that was Ghost.
I was giving it was Ghost. I was giving him artist tips in Discord. Like no, there's no solids in that poo. It's like motor oil. Because he was trying to draw a little brown trout.
They didn't have corn fiesta night last night.
It wouldn't matter.
Oh God! If it even takes care of corn.
Oh yeah.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
It's gonna dissolve plastics in the ocean with it.
No shit, man. That'll take the microplastics out of DNA.
You know,
if
this
it breaks up corn.
This will solve everything.
By solve everything, you mean make everything into a solvent?
Yes. Yes, I thought that was clear.
Yeah.
Okay. So, find y'all's tokens. You guys are still mostly in the same room. We're gonna put you back here, the spots that aren't filled in.
Okay.
So, Waz specifically, you're crawling through the pipes, and you're going to pop out into this section. And it's a hallway with a barracks and a couple turbo lifts.
In the barracks, are there a shower?
Yes, we'll say narratively there is a shower.
I'm gonna scrub off real quick so I don't smell like poo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stay as hidden as I can. I'm going to find a nice hidey hole and wait to see if anybody stops by.
Okay. Well, there are stormtroopers. Some of them are in the barracks, some of them are milling around. They don't seem to be paying you any mind.
Can I take one of their pictures and become a generic stormtrooper?
Of course. So next, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a nice spot and say, I am in the barracks. Where you guys headed? Also, those directions were not good, Payne.
Wait, those directions could have been followed by a 3-year-old. What happened?
I was crawling up a tube, and then there was a huge negative pressure force as I was sucked down another tube.
Well,
And
that has nothing to do with the directions.
I'm pretty sure if you said it was clear, I shouldn't have gotten sucked down a tube.
Oh,
But
no, what happened was the captain actually closed a valve and I had to reopen. You probably got caught in the backdraft from that.
yep, all clear.
That's not my fault.
Sure.
Look, if someone else is monkeying with the wrench, things happen. I can't really help that. How are the barracks? Do they need to be cleared? I can clear them.
I mean, there are people around, but they don't expect me or don't.
Hi there, Xenex. Welcome to our finale.
All right. Can we try to find a way up to the deck that we should be on? Sorry, I grabbed pain. Jeez.
Yeah, there's a few different ways you can try. You can come through the tubes the way that Waz did. Also, you could just take the turbo lift.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the turbo lift.
That's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Okay. So Waz is, I guess he's still technically in that room with the shower, but you just come out the turbo lift right here. Does the whole group go? Who's going?
Before we go, I would like to set a bit of a time bomb. Nothing drastic. I just want to make it so that in say 5 minutes, all of the toilets reverse direction and start spewing instead of intaking.
Yeah, I've seen the Simpson cherry bomb episode. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, everything. I want to clear the entire waste system out of the waste system and into the regular system.
All right.
And that's it. I set that up and I walk away.
Yeah. So you guys can come up either one of these two turbo lifts.
Waz is done with the shower in 3 minutes.
Where are we going to?
So I'm gonna get off the turbo lift, and this is the lower deck.
Yep. So you've been on this ship before, so I'll give you a couple of pointers. This is the salon pod. This is where Jera has her private quarters, and you know from the schematics of the ship that it is separatable from the rest of the ship.
So can we take the turbo lift up again and get to this deck?
Yeah, you can get to the middle deck.
Let's have that.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna shower first, I think, or just rinse off my armor.
The stormtroopers are still not paying you any mind, although with all of you going in and out of that barracks, you're drawing a little bit of suspicion. Like
Yeah,
the two guys in the hall are like, okay, like they're obviously rinsing the shit off each other, but like, should they be doing that? Shouldn't they be trying to fix it first? But they're like, yeah, I don't care. I really don't want to be here.
I'm gonna go to one of the toilets with my power plunger and just do a little bit of maintenance.
Okay.
I'll snake in. I'll do whatever it takes while everybody's showering off because these aren't things that. Well, first, I haven't gotten any on me, and two, I wouldn't care if I had.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just gonna reach out and prick Waz because I did forget to inoculate him earlier. And I didn't think he was gonna get so
coded.
Oh, that reminds me.
What are you gonna do, Randy?
I was gonna go with Payne and make it look like I was assisting him with the turbo.
Well, you
section.
have the clipboard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're obviously
You
the
just-
supervisor.
You're the inspector. Yeah.
I'm doing
100%.
the quality
Yeah,
check to make sure.
We're gonna go through and make sure all these toilets are working, and then you'll give the guys the thumbs up, and we'll head up to the next level.
So the
With,
ship begins lifting off while you're doing this.
Shit. We are. This. I mean, we were supposed to do this on the ground, weren't we?
No, we expected this to happen.
Not we as the repair people. People are listening in, right? Yeah, 100%. We're supposed to be done. Like, do they care that we're still on the ship?
No, they don't care because the planet's blowing up. They're actually doing us a favor in their minds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I wonder how the conversation has changed outside. So I'm gonna go talk to these stormtroopers.
Okay. So,
oh, hey, what's going on?
did you not feel that big explosion earlier? The whole planetoid's breaking up.
What? No, man. I've been fighting this plumbing problem. The whole planet's breaking. I've got a date tonight.
Not anymore. You don't. The good news is you're gonna live.
Well, I guess I appreciate that. Where are we headed?
Anywhere but here. A big fleet alarm went off right before the thing happened, and now a bunch of our picket ships aren't responding. So, welcome to the Navy.
Oh shit, man.
You're a stormtrooper now.
Yeah, right. I'm a real stormtrooper. I guess that means that we really got to fix this plumbing problem. We're gonna be on the ship for a while.
Yeah, fixing plumbing would be good. I would stand by because if we take any battle damage or repair people like you're going to be real useful, plugging holes and stuff. You might want to check in with the chief engineer up on the next deck.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. What's his name? Her name. Sorry to assume. It's the Empire. Come on.
It's TK427. It's the Empire.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna head up the turbo lift.
Okay. By yourself?
You gonna call everybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for you guys. I guess I'll get here and be like, okay, well, I'm clean. Randy, are you here? It looks like you're here. Got to bring my tool belt.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright, so
change back to not being a stormtrooper.
I've made
shit.
carefully sure that these toilets are super clear. So when the intake reverses to an outtake, this will be a hotspot.
So we're going to use these little spaces as the turbo lift rooms on this one to figure out where they're supposed to be. So you pop up. You are in this little room that has exits to here and here, and you know your way back. You know, main engineering is going to be back here on the back end of the ship. Also, there are only a few guards milling around, patrolling the hallways, and this is the same deck as the salon pod.
Is this door open here in front of us?
The doors are all unlocked. They're not open.
I'll peek my head out.
So once again, few troops milling around. There's one of them sitting over here making himself a snack.
I'm gonna pull the captain back in and go.
Ugh.
Do you think we could just go walk to the front of the ship? Like, we don't know where the chief engineer is. If we just walk one way instead of the other way, we might just bump into somebody.
I mean, like, yeah, that's kind of what I was going to try to do.
Question,
What?
Randall. This is a salon pod. This is like the salon pod, and that had the ability to just break apart. We should probably make sure that's locked down before the shit, so to speak, hits the fan.
Ooh, could we do that from engineering?
Does this ship have fans? I'm assuming it does, because it's about to get hit.
Randy, computer guy, right? Can you lock down that pod?
I might be able to. I'm not sure how. I'm assuming that the computers on this ship are pretty damn good, so
But
nothing's
if you're
impossible.
logged in as the engineer.
Yeah. Yeah. We just got to meet the engineer first, and yeah, I should be able to lock that down.
Let's go to engineering like we were told to.
Yeah. Let's just do that. All right. I think it's through this door, and then back here.
We're looking for signs. Which way to engineer?
Nah, they don't play. They don't put signs up.
So in the engineering bay, there are a bunch of like Navy troopers and such. Not as many as there should be, because obviously there's been some,
Disruption.
disruption. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. That's a good word. But there are definitely some, and there is a tired-looking. There's a tired-looking like fleet trooper, who's blatantly the person in charge.
Got a lot of lettuce, a salad on his chest, huh? Okay. I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "Hey, I know you guys are probably busy. I'm Dex, and with what was it, AAI Plumbing. We got a hell of a fucking problem down there, and I'm hoping you can help me out. What's your name?
Why did we fly away?
Oh, the planetoid is breaking apart. I say like nonchalantly to the rest of my crew.
Okay. So she's like, I'm TK427, and she's like, I'm trying to keep the ship together. The plumbing problem is very inconvenient right now because it's getting the ship sick. And I'm very close to just spacing every section that we have a leak from to solve the problem. But before I do that, Jera is on board. She wants this hyperdrive online like yesterday, and I don't have it online yet, so I have to do that first. If the plumbing's a non-essential system, so if you should have keycard access. You shouldn't have any issues. You shouldn't need to be here to handle that.
But the trooper downstairs said that we're part of the Navy now. He said to go check in with you. We got a guy who's pretty good at mechanics. Do you want him to take a look at anything?
Yeah, I just jump right in there and start fucking around.
She's like, wait, don't touch my hyperdrive. And she's like, oh my god, stormtroopers, I hate stormtroopers.
Steven took that to them while we were there.
Wow, that's cool.
So with all of that going on, she is going to try to be like, whoa, and then keep Dex from doing that. And then so she's gonna have walked away from her terminal. That's gonna give you an opening as you're closest to her terminal. To slip in there if you want to try to stealthily do something. You are gonna have exactly one turn.
Yeah, I want to quickly switch things and run for the command that says lock down the escape pod. Not the escape pod, but the front emergency disposable pleasure cruiser. It's got a better name.
None of you actually bothered to do a check. You are going to automatically fail this check, so don't bother rolling it. Because there is no such function, and because you tried to do it, you're not going to get another option. You're going to have to turn away from the console, realizing that command doesn't exist.
I see you turn around. I stand back up and I go, guys. Oh, I look over to the other corner. Say, hey, I'm gonna be a stormtrooper too.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. What didn't work? Why didn't that work?
Because there is no such command. There is no way to there is no way to stop the Salon Pod from ejecting. It's an escape thing designed to keep the person who's the VIP the ship is for safe from even the crew. There is no way to do what you just described. And none of you guys did a knowledge check or anything. You just assumed it was a functionality.
Usually we get asked to do knowledge checks. We don't just get to choose to do them.
True story.
We don't know enough about lore.
True story, but you know, there was a way for me to tell you, and it was realistic that you guys would have thought it could happen, and then tried to do it and failed. But more importantly, you now have a angry engineer who's like, "Get out of my, engineering bay." Dex has tried to touch her engine. She's got these plumbers in her space. She's very agitated.
Yes, ma'am. I hear that and start backing out.
All right, we'll get back to work.
Yep, I'll get back to plumbing.
Can we break the door once it closes?
Yeah, there's
We'll lock them in there.
no guards in there in this hallway that you're in, so you can mess with it. You want to mechanics, skullduggery? How you want to do it?
Mechanics.
Okay, so mechanically, if you break the mechanism, if you sabotage the mechanism, it'll be. It's going to be 2 purples to do it, but it's going to be obvious that it's been done. It's not going to be subtle.
I have like 2 toothpicks out and a piece of metal, and I'm thinking about like sliding it in the right spot. And then I assume Payne just hits it with his big old fist.
Yeah, or Randall sticks a small explosive in it, one or the other. Okay, so that's the mechanics check?
Yep.
Okay, you pull the panel off and you this looks important, and just rip out a thing.
And then Payne's going to start walking.
Okay. You get to the end of the hallway. Dex are you bringing up the rear? Who's bringing up the rear of the party?
Yeah, I'm in the back.
You can hear people trying to open the door as you get to the end of the hallway.
Okay.
You choose to do with that information what you will.
I'm gonna let them know that they probably know. Oh, I want to build a booby trap. If they do open the door, I want something to go off.
What's
I
the
have?
difficulty to just is this guy turned to face me yet?
That guy is literally making a sandwich when you walk through the door. His helmet's off.
I would like to put his face through the kitchen table.
Okay, he's a 2 purple melee check. I see Randall running to the words "booby trap"
I heard booby trap.
Yeah, like a kitten to a tuna can.
Yeah, I was conflicted. I kind of wanted to help actually start the engine up and then become the chief engineer of this place, but
wait,
Yeah, that guy's a dick. So booby trap this door.
all right.
As a lady.
Yeah.
That dude's a dick.
Ignore that. I didn't do any of the other stuff I was supposed to do.
You really want me to ignore that?
Yeah, it's not right. I
Okay.
didn't put any purples in there.
There you go.
And it was better. So I put his head through the
Through the sink, but it was a stainless steel sink.
through the sandwich and then through the countertop.
So it's actually the little toothpick in the sandwich that killed him.
Oh jeez! Oh jeez! And then I gently place him into the chair. As far as I know, he's just unconscious. I mean, obviously, I have the ability to detect that is not true, but I'm going to go into denial on that.
Okay, well, you're pretty solid in denial. Little fountain coming out the front. Randall, how do you want to handle this door?
I would like to make it able to be opened, but when it does open, I want that to be the mechanism that will then cause the explosion and
Okay, so we are going with explosion.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Small explosion.
Okay. So of the stuff you have in your inventory, what does this explosion look like?
You said I've got the small grenades from the rifle I took apart, right?
Yeah, you've got small power packs that you've basically turned into grenades.
Yeah.
They spew an acid-like substance and small bits of metal.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm utilizing and is the.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a 3 purple mechanics check. All right. That's going to suck for somebody. You're pretty satisfied that that's going to work.
All right, let's leave this area.
With your one advantage, I'll say that you do realize that you're like, it's only going to really fuck up the first person that comes through the door.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
we
whoever
should we should go for our objective now.
Okay. You guys start moving through the hallways. So there are 2 stormtroopers in the hallway that Ain walks through. I'm trying to keep track of all of you. Try to move like you're almost in turns. So like Randall's
Right.
finished, Dex would probably move. I don't know if he wants to stay there and lay an ambush or. And then Waz hasn't
I've got
moved.
I've got blood and poo all over my hands.
Yes, you do. I want to make sure everybody gets a turn.
Understood.
Yeah. Waz hasn't done anything, and Dex has done limited things. Okay. Waz is going with Randall. There are 2 more stormtroopers. They look like they've been like patrolling each room, super bored. They do not seem to be alerted to you as a threat at this second, but you know any second now there's going to be things that are going to change that.
Yeah, Waz is going to try to walk behind them. Randall can follow. Waz is going to sneakily garrote one of them, and hope that Randall does some stuff too.
Okay. Give me your melee check. 2 purples.
Do I get a sneak attack boost?
Yeah, I'll give you a boost. Okay. How much is that by default?
That is 3, 6, 7.
That is enough. So you garrote this guy a little bit more than you intended to.
His head flops off.
It doesn't, well, unless he wants it to, it doesn't come all the way off.
No.
I don't think he intended for it to work that well, but I gave him a little surprise boost because of the way he did it. Randall, on the other hand, so Randall, as you're walking up towards these 2 stormtroopers, Waz nonchalantly walks by him, wraps his garrote around one of them, and just straight up just zippers this guy's neck. And he's not making any noise. The stormtrooper's just looking at you, and you realize that your body language is probably giving away that something just happened, and you're in that like slowed down time motion where you know you have to do something, but you don't know what to do. What do you actually do?
I fake like I trip and I act like I have hurt my knee. So I basically crouched behind this second stormtrooper.
All right, give me a 2 purple deception check.
Deception.
All right, that works. He's like, oh, that must have been what the. Hey, are you all right? And he like even bends down to try to help you. And we're gonna go over to the other hallway real quick, and I'll come back to that. Payne, you're barreling down this hallway like a juggernaut. Is that what you're doing?
I'm not running. I am simply moving like droids move,
No.
surely and steadily.
Okay. There are two stormtroopers in the hallway. They don't seem to be alerted that you're an immediate threat, but they are like touching their helmets in such a way that you know that there's some talk on the comms line, and you're probably about to be made.
I would like to. Can I close with one and put the two together, like two stormtroopers, one body?
I'm gonna upgrade the difficulty of the attack, but I'll let you do it.
Just push one into the other like you're a big
Yeah.
fucking
I was
forklift.
going to use my repulsor to do the pushing.
Ah,
But I figured. But yeah, in it's a melee attack, right, or brawl attack.
Mhm.
So instead of it being two purples, it'll be one red, one purple. Awesome. How much damage is that?
Hold on.
You need 10 to do both.
Oh, I have more than 10.
Okay.
I'm at 14, and that doesn't account for. I think it's strength that it didn't account for on the sheet.
Okay. Oh, I looked it up. Repulsor Fist, I don't think you add strength to that attack. I'm not positive because the wording is really confusing. It's a finale.
That means the blast knuckles are just better.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a finale. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, the repulsor fist and ideally my own strength to merge the two into one unit.
Absolutely do that. That would just leave Dex. I need to take a quick break to check on my kid again, and I will be right back if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
This is going to need some therapy. He just saw some things he shouldn't have seen.
He just saw the back of his giant medical droid walk forward with more vigor than it normally does. And then red mists show up.
his arms just moved left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and he just walks straight into them. Blender mode.
I'm a doctor. I have genetically modified two stormtroopers to be one. Genetically modified with force.
Right. There's a Futurama episode where they're like spinning arms at each other, and they're like, "If I hit you while I'm spinning my arms, it's not my fault; it's your fault." And they're like, "Meow," and they go at each other like that. I think that's what you do. All right. I think on my turn, I'm gonna just poke my head through here and see what's in this room. Probably nothing.
Do you think we have to go up to the upper deck and that's where the actual thing is? Or is this main deck the thing that shoots off?
I think it's this part of the main deck. I feel like we've been on this ship before. We should have known where things are. So I think it's this part. I could be wrong though, man. I don't know enough about this stuff.
You don't think we need to use this gray thing to jump to this gray thing to jump to this gray thing to get to the thing that says command deck?
So command deck is different than main deck salon pod. That's where she's going to be. She's not going to be on the command deck, I don't think.
Sounds good to me.
But like I said, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was wrong about the whole locking things down.
Yeah, we thought we could do it. We walked back there. We asked a question. She said, "Get out of here." I typed in.
Got out of there.
I typed in "remove escape pod functionality" and it hit enter, and it came back with red text. And then I turned away.
But yeah, I think you're right. This would be the elevator because it's all online, right? But yeah, if you wanted to go to the command deck, I just don't think she's going to be on the command deck.
I'm back.
Howdy.
We've killed the stormtroopers patrolling this level, and we have a cunning plan. Is that what I heard?
No.
Oh.
We're gonna try to figure out where Jera is.
Oh, that's right. There's still this one that's alive.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that.
The stormtrooper is concerned that I tripped and hurt my leg.
He's a really nice guy.
He's offering he's offering you a stim pack.
Oh, you should take that.
Yeah.
Then kill him.
As he's reaching out, surprise! Garrote goes around his neck. I'm gonna aim at him. He's trying to help a guy out.
I've lost my bag of never-ending stim packs. I don't know how I did that, but I've done it. Wrong person. Okay.
That's another 7 damage. I'm holding him up in the air and I'm saying, "Hey, Randall, kick him in the nuts." But I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah, there's blood just gushing down the front of his armor, so.
Randall, you got one. That's one more.
So you had a bad day.
All right. Stormtroopers are clear for now, but you do hear, like, even dead stormtroopers' helmets make radio noises, and there's a lot of radio noises, and red lights on the walls start blinking that indicate some sort of alarm.
Can we figure out what frequency they're on and listen in?
You could just grab one of their comlinks out of the helmet. They're removable.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So you pull that out, and basically you catch the back half of some security person being like, "No, those plumbers are definitely intruders. They booby-trapped the door. The chief engineer is dead."
Nice. Now you can be chief engineer, Randall.
Randall fist pumps.
Dabs.
Like she said, small potatoes.
Now
That chief
I'm
engineer probably wasn't
241.
very. That chief engineer was probably crappy, anyways.
It was
I mean, on this
427.
ship, everybody's crappy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
This whole ship is crappy.
This ship is a shit show.
I want to ask in comms if they got that the hyperdrive working.
Yeah.
We haven't felt a jump yet, have we?
No, you have not. The ship is maneuvering somewhat, but from your positions, actually, where Randall and, well, Waz has walked out, but where Randall is, you can walk into quarters where they have windows to the outside. If he was really curious, he could walk in there and have a view of the outside.
I kind of want to look out and see some of my fantastic work down on the planetoid.
Okay, well, that is one of the things you see. The planetoid is broken into 3 smaller planetoids, right along the fault line you wanted. Like, it sheared the palace right in half. It was beautiful. But your view's temporarily obstructed as the ship banks hard, and you realize that there's a huge space battle going on outside. And the Resistance fleet has shown up and is battling Jira's forces.
Good for them. I hope they do well.
Oh, they're probably gonna kill us.
Yeah, but not too well. We're on the flagship.
Yeah, we're on the flagship. We don't want them to do too well. Maybe we want Jira to detach her command pod and us stay here.
No. We want to be on Jira's pod with her. Let's go through the door, Randall. Come on.
All right.
What do these doors look like?
Those are heavy blast doors. They are sealed. They're the big ones from on board, like Star Destroyers and stuff.
Can we go up and hit the button?
Yeah, it goes beep beep, but it doesn't open.
Is there, when I look at them, is there a way for me to mechanically override, or is it pretty well locked down?
So looking at it, you're like, I could get it open eventually. It's not going to be a quick thing. It's probably going to take you, at a minimum, 15 minutes. You figure no more than an hour, depending on how well you do.
Yeah, that's probably gonna take too long. Probably have to find a different
Question:
way.
Did I get a plumbing route into there?
It did not. Everything on the Salon pod is self-contained. It's designed to be its own miniature starship that's just carried by the bigger ship.
Do we see any airlocks? Do you think you could more quickly get into the Salon ship from its hull than through these doors, Randall?
Yeah, is this a big glass window? Could Payne just walk on the outside and get in that way?
That part isn't actually part of the salon pod. If you look at the T section here, that's the
tracking.
Yeah, the front half of that. That's actually the top part of that is the bridge, which is this part.
I see. Yeah, I thought this red was like a glass because I saw it here. And you said that there were windows along here, so I thought it was glass. Not bad. All right. So yeah, could Payne get to it from the outside?
So if you guys want to try to go out the airlocks are backed by engineering. You could walk, you could spacewalk along the outside and try to get in. It is one of the it. My suggestion as the GM is if you do that tactic, everybody should do the same tactic.
Yeah, I ain't airwalking.
You're in an EVA suit. You're perfectly designed to do this. So you think you could break through this door in 15 minutes?
If everything goes perfectly, yes.
Can we
I feel
hack
like the
the door?
airwalk's gonna take longer than 15 minutes, but
Can we hack the door?
That's what. So that's part of his getting through is either computers or mechanics. The only option you guys haven't brought up that is an option here are the explosive routes. Actually, that's not true. You haven't brought up cutting through the door.
You got a shape charge, Randall?
um,
Or you got a mini torch fusion cutter?
I do have a fusion cutter, but this door's pretty thick, and is this one where I'm assuming it's easier to hack through it than to fusion or cut it with a fusion torch?
It takes 2 minutes per blast door. There's 2 blast doors. You can get through it in 4 minutes with the fusion cutter.
Okay, let's go for the fusion cutter route.
Give me a mechanics check. 1 purple.
What's just gonna stop her? I mean, like we start cutting through the blast door, she just hits the button to escape, and we lose her.
If she does it while you're opening the outside door, yes. If she tries to eject while you're opening the inside door, she's going to vent the salon pod to space.
And the
But
rest of the ship to space.
the bigger tactical assessment here, the Dex probably should have brought out is you have to crawl through a small hole. You cut through a door that the stormtroopers on the other side are going to see you cutting through. They're dumb. Yeah. They're not that dumb.
We need to spacewalk this, guys. Unless you want to just blow a hole through it. Like, that's going to be the quickest way. We just blast, use your explosives and blow your way through.
Hey there. Zapper Games?
Seconds.
Zapier Games?
Yep, we can get behind
Welcome to the stream.
I don't know, we can find something to hide behind. It's a shape charge. We should be able to make this work.
I mean, she's just going to push a button and escape if we take too long here. So, right. Do you have something to blast it? I've got a thermal detonator.
Is that enough to... Is the thermal detonator light enough to not destroy everything else?
Yeah, so you should be able to take the thermal detonator apart, like that one guy did, and use just the charge itself to do the damage.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll take some of the...
I think it's got beryllium inside it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take some of the wrenches and stuff that are attached to Payne to create more of a way to deflect the explosion specifically to the door.
Okay. You can do that. I do want to say this is one of those great movie scenes where, like, he's taking apart a thermal detonator and no one wants to breathe while he's doing it.
Yeah. And of course, the fucking ship's banking left and right because it's in a fucking war zone, and we're all like, "Ooh, don't fuck this up."
That's all of those things are happening, and Randall doesn't care about any of that. He's just nonchalantly taking apart a thermal detonator. Hey, go ahead and.
Payne is assisting him.
Huh?
Payne is assisting him.
Excellent. You guys can do a combined check. So. To take apart and reassemble a thermal detonator under these combat conditions, we are going to make it a 4 red check.
I think the best I can do is give him a boost.
He can have 2 boosts. It's a pretty hard check, but the entire party is basically sitting here, stabilizing him. They're not breathing. Like, he's doing the whole surgeon thing where he's like, scalpel, scalpel. So he can have 2.
All right, so 2 boosts. How many Destiny tokens do you guys want me to flip to downgrade?
All of them, man. This is like the one scene we've got left. It's the finale. We need to get into this room, so I thought it was going to be a shoe-in. Flip them all.
All right, yep, I flipped them all. I guess we only had 3 that were up.
This is actually the best decision you guys could make. It's still got some.
It's like there's that one red that can kill us all.
You just wanted to acknowledge it before you despaired on it.
Yeah, triumph and despair.
God damn it! All right,
We succeeded, though.
you sure did. How would you like to use your triumph? You don't need it to open the door.
I would like to make sure that the rest of the ship doesn't blow up.
Okay, that's fair. So you take your thermal detonator that you've taken apart, you shape it. You've done this, before. You don't want to tell the rest of the party that because they're already judging you. You stick that thermal detonator on the middle of the door in just the right spot that you know it is going to pierce the door in such a way to cause it to open. You tell everyone to stand back. You hit the button. It lances through. As it lances through, it opens the door to the next area. Hold on. Gotta set up the next map. Although that one was really handy. You guys step through the entrance. Off the map. You guys step through. An emergency door seals behind you, and the salon pod ejects with everyone on board, including you guys. You guys are now trapped on board with the baddies. And 2 of these big spider guys drop out of the ceiling.
I can't see this, or this.
Those are boxes that are supposed to be cover. All right, let me sort that out real quick. Come on now. Just gonna put placeholders in here.
So this was probably going to happen anyway, right? Like this whole scene where we blast off away from the ship and we're on our own on the salon.
That was very, very likely unless you guys found some way to blow up the whole pod with her on board. Or it ejected. But yes, this was part of the plan.
Man, that thermal detonator just on the hull and we walk away.
Yeah, I'm bummed about we flipped the tokens and it didn't really help.
It kept you from getting killed.
Yeah, we're still alive, guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too bummed about that. That was a wise decision, and it worked in your favor.
There could have been 4 despairs.
I don't think you guys did anything wrong there. Can you guys see these the boxes?
Yeah,
Okay. Can you guys see these spider droids?
I can, yeah.
Can you guys see these scout troopers?
Yep, I
Yes.
can see them. I see just
Okay.
the big wide boxes in front of all of them. So
These are now my replacement boxes for cover. Basically, they're just barricades of cargo boxes have been hastily drug into place. It looks like this part of the pod used to be some sort of like this was the operational center. There's a few terminals here and there scattered around. But they've hastily fortified it and pulled all their remaining good troopers in. And these 2 assassin droids, which you now know are one of Jera's signature things.
Oh, Those are the ones that got the little baby droids inside them.
They normally do. These don't appear to have that. These appear to be modified. Also, can we go ahead and get some cool rolls from you guys?
What are we, vigilant?
You guys are cool. You knew it was going to happen.
We didn't know he was going to escape like that.
Of how cool we would truly be.
So the thermal detonator didn't hurt this. You said there was like an emergency door that closed behind us?
No. So the despair was the door closing behind you. Well, part of it. The despair was the two spiders, the fact that you guys are on it, and that everything happens. But it's also the pod ejecting now is part of your despair.
Alright, I got a 1-1.
You don't want that door to be damaged.
I got a 0.
I got a 2-1. And I'm going to go grab a beverage.
Wes got a 1-1.
2-1, 1-1, and 0. Another 1-1. Is that what I'm saying?
Yes.
I got a no 1.
I don't think we've seen a 0 for quite some time anyway.
I'm just not that cool, man.
You ain't cool unless you make everyone shit their pants.
He's real happy about that solution to this problem.
I'm so happy about that.
Bad way to go. The brown note. We don't have any cover. We're like completely here in the open. We're facing off against scout troopers and assassin droids.
So not all these guys are scout troopers.
We got no tokens.
The
Nope.
some of those troopers are wearing like black commando armor. They're not all scout troopers. Some of them are Imperial commandos.
Can you mark which ones so we can target them first then?
Sure. The two back by the door. Are you able to change colors?
I don't know.
Yeah, their armor should be black. And then the assassin
Uh,
Sorry, I'm working out the order. There's a lot of bad guys. Okay, there's a shit ton. So the order is enemy, enemy, friend, enemy, friend, enemy, friend, friend, enemy, enemy. Alright, so the bad guys, the two that are closest here are going to fall back. And that's going to be their turn. And the assassin droids are going to move up into blocking positions, and that's going to be their turn. They're a little bit bigger than that if I'm giving them the right size. Okay. First friendly turn. They've kind of just assumed a formation. You're staring down a lot of gun barrels right
yeah, there's a lot of them there.
It's Randy.
Yeah,
now. Andy.
I've used most of my explosives already.
Pull some out of your butt.
I was gonna go for a. So these assassin droids, I really wish that I had pulled a bunch of ball bearings from that blaster. And I want to make these droids, if they try to step, just slide and fall over.
As comical as that is, I'm not sure it would work. You do have the grease setting on your goo gun.
Yeah. Do these assassin droids have like specific? That it looks like they've got pincers, so
They definitely have
no
pincers.
no actual blast.
So these have definitely been modified, and the only difference between these guys and the ones that you've seen before is all the little holes that are drilled in the top that normally hold their babies have armor plates over them. It doesn't appear that they spew tiny little droids anymore.
Okay.
Beyond that, you don't know their capabilities. They got really sharp claws, and something seems to be glistening on them.
Yeah. I would like to use the. I've got my standard toolkit that has some wire in it, right?
Sure.
Can I utilize that wire and try to shoot and try to get it to tangle up around some of the legs of the assassin droid?
Yeah. So when you say wire, you mean like the filament wire that you use for climbing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can try to do that. I'm gonna call that a light ranged attack. Like using a whip with ensnare.
Yeah.
These guys are adversary 2. So it's gonna be 1 red, 1 purple.
Alright, I'm taking my full turn to aim. And with my 2 advantage, I am moving behind Pain.
Okay. Alright. So the next up is a enemy turn. Oh, you didn't succeed.
No, I did not succeed.
Okay, I misread that. I was gonna be like, with your 2 advantage, you sure you don't want to ensnare it? But no, you can't do that.
Nope, I failed. So
Gotcha.
I'm trying to stay alive until the next round. I figure I'd die if I stay in front of Pain.
You might die. It is the finale. Things might happen.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so these guys have gone, those guys have gone. Some of the stormtroopers from the back are going to take shots. Pain, you're the big bad droid. What's your defense rating?
Leave my ranged is 4, melee is 3.
4. Yep, way more bad. The way you want it, though.
Can't hear you.
I said you want way more bad. You've got way more bad dice than they have good dice. That's the way you want it, though.
Yes. It won't matter, but yes.
It mattered. They got 2 advantage. No, those count as well. They have 1 threat, 3 failures, and a despair. So it mattered.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So, and those are the elite troops too. So, yeah, they open fire very, very badly, and they peg one of their guys in the front, in the back, while they're trying to like shoot you guys.
Even elite stormtroopers are still stormtroopers.
That's a true story. They can't stop. They can't help being stormtroopers. All right.
Unless you have Mandalorian armor, they can't hit you.
Yeah, but then it doesn't matter. All right. So next up, after that one, is the next friendly turn.
I'm gonna throw my EMP grenade at the assassin droid.
That's a good choice.
So it's a light ranged attack. What am I rolling against?
Light range, they're adversary 2, so they're 1 red, 1 purple.
With a grenade, can I take my whole turn to aim?
Sure.
Does that help?
Yeah, go ahead. Give yourself a boost dice.
And I'm sorry, you said 1 red, 2 purple?
1 red, 1 purple.
Alright. Nope. 6 advantage though. Jeez.
It's an ion grenade?
Yeah. Blast 6, disorient 3, ion.
Damn, that's a really good... I bet that would have probably just killed one of them. Okay.
Zero success.
How do you want to spend your 6 advantages?
I guess I can knock it prone, right?
You absolutely can. Actually, I'll do you one better. There's 6 advantages. That's a lot of advantage. So what I'm going to say is that like it sees you throw the grenade and backpedals with no regard to what's behind it. And it topples this crate over, turning it sideways, and just chucking these 2 guys backwards. They're thrown when the crate is moved. Topple over.
Excellent.
They're not dead, but they're like super disoriented. It slides that barricade out of the way.
Poof.
Yeah, I didn't prepare my soundboard. Makes me sad. It's okay, you guys can't usually hear it anyway. So, after that is... That's supposed to be... I think it's supposed to be the group that just got knocked backwards. I think I'm going to cost them their turn, and the last 2 friendly turns before the rest of the stormtroopers go. So, Waz and Payne. A bunch of the stormtroopers that have been knocked over are about to open fire. What do you do?
I've got this big gun that the rebels gave me. I've looked around and said that's probably my best bet, and I flip it down, and it says auto fire, so I'm gonna hold the trigger and see what happens.
Okay. So, of the enemies you want to hit, you pick the farthest one away or the hardest one to hit, and that's the one you take. So, who are you shooting at?
You said some have like flipped their bellers towards me, and before they pull the trigger, I'm going to pull the trigger at them.
Okay.
So I assume these ones.
Okay, so you want to go for that whole group over there. That makes sense. That's 3 of them. They're all the same to hit those guys. Those are last 2 groups. Yeah, last 2 groups are minions. So they are. We're gonna say 2 purples are just outside of short range. And they're behind cover, so they get 1 black.
So that comes accurate, and you can aim as an incidental.
Yep.
So you automatically get 2 boosts.
Yes.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. I didn't know if you knew. I've played with that before. It's like my favorite mod.
So that's full damage on 2 of them, I believe is how that works out. How much weapon damage is that?
7.
Okay. And with 3 extra and them being minions, you get 2 of them. You mow 2 of these guys down. First blood goes to Waz.
I feel good about it. That's probably it's a.
I liked both of those.
He's good at that, right?
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to keep that in mind when we go to Traveler. I'm gonna need some sound effects. Here we go. I got this thing right here. I bet I can make that sound.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, it has another sound in there that's super valuable.
I remember when you did that. Did you basically? I remember.
All right. And it's your turn.
I'm gonna close with this one, but keep the other one from being able to move forward.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attempt to punch it.
It's gonna square up on you. Go ahead and so it's a adversary 2. Melee attacks are automatically 2 purple, so that would become 2 reds.
Blast.
Okay.
Don't think it's enough to crit.
Blast and knuckles are 5 to crit, I'm pretty sure.
I think so too. 4.
No, we're both wrong.
If I used the repulsor fist, it would have crit.
Anyway. If it's the same check, I'll let you retcon it.
It is the same check.
Okay.
So we'll crit, and it's if we don't add strength, it is 15 damage.
Okay. Roll your crit on it. 15.
Where are we?
Check that real quick. That may be enough. Okay, no, you don't need to roll your crit. You killed it.
Oh, okay.
Well, 15 is the exact number. Okay.
Sweet.
That thing goes down. Let's see. You don't need to roll anything for that.
We should roll the crit because sometimes you get an extra attack.
I was about to say, how do you want to use your 3 advantage? But you can roll the crit and roll that dice if you want. You can absolutely do that.
And 24. I don't know what a 24 is. It's probably not an extra attack. One can only hope.
Extra attack 70.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, the crit thing's there. It's dead anyway. That brings it to the last group of stormtroopers. 2 of whom are dead. So I'm going to combine the other 2 into one group and just say there's that group doesn't exist anymore. And because there are just 2 of them, I already have pains obscene to hit here. That's a lot.
I forgot to take my. Well, I couldn't have done it that round anyway.
That only helps you against melee attacks, right?
No, I also get an extra defense out of it.
All right, so they miss. They open fire on Pain. Blaster shots go everywhere. 1 fail, 1 threat. Closer than I thought it was going to be. And we go back up to the top of the round. Spider gets to go first.
3 defense.
3 defense. It's got a 3 yellow check. Have that dice handy to go over here. Efficiency. Yeah. You have 3 defense. It's a standard check plus you being adversary 1. So that's 3 blacks, 1 red, 1 purple versus 3 yellows. Okay. It hits. Dirty you two. It's 6 damage. You probably soak that. It's only it's pierce 2.
Sure.
So it's 8 total, depending on how you like to calculate that.
You have to calculate just the pierce on that, since you damage, even with 8 damage, you wouldn't break through, but the pierce guarantees it.
Okay.
So you'd have to take 2 damage.
Okay. So that's what you get. It seems like if it had hit an organic, like you're a medical droid and it left stuff residue behind, that you're like, that's probably not something you want to happen to the organic members of the party.
I will tell them not to let it touch them. I will tell the stormtroopers you guys should lick its legs.
Okay. That was group 1. Group 2, these guys are going to stand up and they're going to reform. Can't get this guy to stand up straight. There he goes. And first player slot.
All right. So I heard that these pincer things here have some nastiness on them.
Poison
Poison. I'm gonna run up here
and touch.
and
Makes sense.
break out my-
And lick it. He's obviously he heard you tell the stormtroopers to do it.
Clearly heard he is a stormtrooper. I mean, he's wearing a helmet, so
I'm wearing a full evac suit, but I was gonna take my fusion cutter and
Try to cut its legs
And-
off.
no, cut the sword off. So I have basically a poisonous sword in my hand now.
Oh, this is the most MacGyver thing you've done so far. I like that. I don't know, disabling the thermal detonator is pretty good, but I do like that a lot. Give me a 2 purple mechanics check. And I think I even know. I think I have a poison tip sword in my inventory. Awesome. It does take your whole round, but you managed to cut that poison tip arm off, and you end up with a poison tipped short sword style deal. It's very, very sharp.
Remember when Dex was licking everything?
I don't have a pre-poisoned one. Here, use this for stats. It's not this, but use this for stats for it, and add a extra 2 damage for poison. All right. So next enemy. This is the elite group of enemies. Shooting at pain again because stuff's already out. I think they're gonna hit this time too. Out. Whole bunch of threat. 3 successes and 4 threats. Treating the threats as advantages for pain. You can use that however you want, but they are going to hit you for 9 damage.
who?
Pain.
Okay, they're gonna hit me for 9.
They're gonna hit you for 9, but they rolled 4 threats, so you can use those as your advantages if you want, or I'll make up something for them.
Yeah, I'll take advantages. Do they have Pierce?
They do not. These are just standard blasters. Okay. Just soak that. Probably did.
I don't want to answer that because you're gonna get mad at me.
No, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Yeah, I did.
I figured. I feel less guilty throwing it all at you when you soak some of it.
I feel bad when you throw everything at me, and I feel much better about being a Sokor.
So, that is the elite group. I think we're down to the 2 friendlies that go before the remainder of the baddies go.
It should go Dex, baddie, 2 friendlies, baddie.
Goodbye. I must have moved my pen further down on my list. How are you tracking? Oh, that's how you're tracking it. I see how you're doing it. Okay, yeah. Dex, if you want to take that turn and not, pass it on someone else, let's do a friendly turn.
Helps if I unmute. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start blasting.
Alrighty. You gonna stay up behind those containers, or are you gonna rush out in front like the other 2 have?
I don't see containers over here on my side.
Oh, you don't see these? I asked people if they saw them. You don't see anything there?
My character raises over them, but no, it's invisible on my screen.
Oh, does no one else see them?
Nope.
I did ask about them. Someone said they
Hold on,
could see them.
What?
I mean, I can see these. Up here.
Yeah, I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about those.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
Oh.
There was one over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's-
it's still there.
You guys were in cover up until you ran
this
up.
one. I see this one.
Yeah, I just put that there. There were others.
Oh, and I
We're
don't even
not
see
in
a
cover.
white dot for the other ones.
Yeah.
I thought I
Biggest
ran.
thought.
I didn't realize I ran over something. My bad.
That's
Just barreled through.
typical pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this probably
That's not
changes your
fault.
tactical evaluation of the room, but there were boxes here.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, I'm reasonably sure all of us thought we just walked into a room where everybody's got guns aimed at us, and we're just
Yeah.
in the middle of like a gymnasium style death area that we've somehow survived.
Okay. This makes a lot more sense as to why you guys were so bummed at the beginning of the round.
Oh yeah. We were pretty sure this was just it, and then for whatever reason they all targeted me, which I was fine with, and they just started killing themselves, which I'm also good with.
Oh, well, they just despaired when they shot each other. That's
Not the point. I accept that they killed themselves for trying to shoot me.
All right, I'm gonna try to shoot these scout troopers. Well, really, just this one first.
okay. Go for it. So he's in cover. He's a rival. He's not adversary, so it's going to be 2 purples and a black.
I'm out for blood, so this is with my 1 damage, 1 accurate DL 7H.
Okay.
And I'm taking my whole turn, so I'm gonna do 2 boosts.
This is the time to do that. All right. That crits at 3, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You can still roll your damage, but I don't think it's going to matter.
12 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So you kill that guy.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are raining fiery death down on the bad guys and taking minimal losses so far.
No one is more shocked by this than us. Especially since we didn't know we had cover.
Yeah, really, I thought it was gonna be a turkey shoot when we walked in. I didn't see any.
I was like, all right, well, I'm going to survive this
Well,
shit.
don't
And then
get...
he was like, "Well, I'm gonna put crates up," and I saw the crates go up. I'm like, "Wow, that doesn't bode well. They've got cover. We don't have cover."
Yeah, I swear I asked you guys. I swear I asked you guys about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you say, "Can you see these?" and then they're invisible.
Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
I didn't even have a white dot.
Yeah, I get it. It's over there, but it's over the comms. I get it. Like in Sea of Thieves, they're over there. Yeah, what direction is
that's
that?
helpful. Right. South side?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought I put red arrows on the 3 that I saw. Oh well.
Randall,
Yes.
you've just burned all your luck.
Uh-oh. I'm dying with my
No, you're not. Should have, but they double despaired.
What?
So
never shoot the doctor. You know this. You can't shoot doctors. It's actually against the Geneva Convention.
So this guy yells, pulls out his blaster, and just starts like Cyril Figgis suppressing fire towards Randall, who instinctively holds up that little tiny piece of armor, the little tiny sword thing, which has the ability to deflect blaster bolts. And as he fires into it, he deflects it. It sails right past Payne's head, right past all these guys, pegs this guy, and just kills the shit out of him. And he, not only has he done all of that, but he's still pulling the trigger, and now he's got the dead man click where it's like click, 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 and he's obviously out of ammunition. And that makes it Waz's turn.
I'd like to salute that undercover rebel operative. I'm sorry, not rebel, resistance operative.
You want another one of those?
It'd be nice to have a friend in here.
I thought you were going to be like, I'm resistance, and he just opens fire on his teammates, just back of the head, just bop, bop, bop.
Under slightly different circumstances, I certainly would.
Can I make it all the way to here?
If you want to take 2 strain, I'll let you do it.
Can I make it all the way to here whilst taking the sword from Randall's hand that he just held up instinctively?
No, because that would be 3 maneuvers.
Oh man.
Incidental. It's an incident. It's an item interaction.
Item management, which is what that is to draw a weapon.
But he's not drawing. It's already drawn.
He's drawing it from Randall's hand. That's 3 maneuvers.
The pass off.
It's 3 maneuvers.
Oh, that's less fun. I'm gonna take a step behind here and shoot at the big scary assassin droid.
Okay. So it's normally 1 red, 1 purple, but I'm gonna flip a destiny token back and make it 2 reds. This assassin droid is now in a frenzy, and I'm gonna start burning dark side tokens on it. Okay. How much is that?
It takes 9 damage.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. It's not dead yet, but fuck it up pretty good.
Master Wes also is like looking through this thing while pulling the trigger and realizing this might have been a better way of killing things.
It's the very end of the campaign, and he's like, guns are pretty cool. All right. It's after Waz, we get Pain. This thing in front of you, it's in like a frenzy. Like its eyes have changed. It's moving faster. Something has changed with this thing.
And then it just got shot to hell.
It did just take a bunch of its eyes just got put out by some blaster bolts, and you hear Waz in the background like, "This thing's amazing."
Yeah, I'm going to punch it.
Hmm?
I think this time is Blaster Fist because last time was Repulsor Fist.
Okay, so to punch it,
I'm going to activate my defensive stance first. Then I'm going to punch it.
Okay. It's Adversary 2, and I'm going to burn a dark side token on it. It's going to make it 2 reds and a purple. You still have more dice than it does. How come that thing doesn't have any melee defense? Oh, fucking great. Alright, that's fine. Oh, we can do this? No, it's no big deal. First, how much damage is that? Because it just got shot for it's dead. That's without a triumph, so that's dead. I already know what the despair is going to be. What is your triumph going to be?
I have no idea.
Uppercut it into the guy behind it.
Oh yeah, so is this its legs are all spasmed out as I uppercut it with the Blaster Fist? Right?
Okay.
And so it's already doing its frenzy thing. So now it's death throws. It's just throwing limbs right and left. So I just toss a bladed blender at a group of stormtroopers.
Okay. We'll say it goes over this rail to this guy. This guy's he is going to get out of the way, but he's gonna be not disoriented. What's the one where you're knocked on your ass?
Knockdown?
Yeah, knockdown. Knockdown.
Prone.
Yeah. Well, prone's a condition you can be in, which is what he is, but the effect is called knockdown. So. Alright. So, I'm not going to tell you what your despair is yet, but it did happen, or it is going to happen, I should say. And it's the last enemy group. And, let's see if we can not double despair.
They might be dead.
There's one of them left. Oh no, that guy already shot somebody. Oh, it's that guy who's prone. It's his turn. He gets up. It's gonna be his turn. He's a minion group. He can't maneuver and action. Okay. So that brings us back to the top of the round. You don't understand how that works. So I'm gonna put the elites on top now. Randall, you take 9 damage.
All right. 9 damage.
The elite stormtroopers found a softer target.
Did you put my one defense?
I gave you 2 defenses.
Oh, okay.
You're also behind. You're also behind a bunch of shit. I could have given you more, but
All right. That's fine. I have a pretty massive spider in front of me.
You have parts of a massive spider.
Yeah.
I punched it in half and then you tore its leg off.
I mean, it's got a big hole in it, but it's still mostly intact. Got a fist-sized hole where its brain should be. All right. If I consolidate these 2 into one, I only have 2 enemy groups left. So I'm going to let the second enemy group go, and then all the friendlies are going to go. What was that? Pain, 9 damage.
Okay.
And that's it for the baddies.
Just don't. Nobody needs
Who wants to go?
to have the middle of the day be that way, or the end of the day result in a decide.
Randall, go stab him.
Get him, Randy.
You kidding me? I'm not a blunt object attack person. I like to make explosives. So I
I'm
will.
gonna run up there and punch somebody if you guys aren't moving.
I'm doing the opposite. I'm gonna set the sword down on top of this crate so Waz can just pick it up and run, and basically burn a turn to get behind cover.
Okay.
Of course.
Next person.
And I'm also gonna stim pack myself.
Dex next.
Oh, sure.
There.
I'm gonna lose a boost, but I'm gonna move up. And can I still shoot like this guy?
Yep. He's 2 purples and a black. Actually, both of those scout troopers are 2 purples and a black.
All right, I'm gonna try anyway. Go, DL7. Yeah.
Okay, you kill
Blast his head off.
you kill both of them
Excellent.
because they're minions. The
Do
only
a cool fucking slide.
2 left are the elites. If they live through this turn, I'll break them into 2 separate groups.
Yeah, I can't make it up all the way.
Burn 2 strain and get there. That's medium range. You can shoot from medium range.
Yeah, I got a sword. I picked that up. I have that in one hand. I got a gun slung across my shoulder, and I'm looking down at them as I'm running forward. I watch the guy just get sniped in front of me, and I go, "Oh man!" And I put the sword in my belt, and I reach down and pull the trigger. Got some strain taken. This thing is just auto. It's just accurate. Awesome. I don't even need. That's not my right one. They are adversaries.
Yes.
1 purple, 1 red.
Hold on. Let me see what the actual stats. I don't think you guys have shot at these guys yet. And the right one. Not correct. All right, that one's good enough. Okay, so he is adversary 2, Upgrade the difficulty of any combat check twice. Oh, he might have been a nemesis. What do you tell on this thing? It doesn't matter.
That's 9 damage. Well, it says this thing just doesn't miss. I'm gonna hit this one closer to the door.
Okay. Hate this guy. Yeah. Alrighty. So you hit this one?
I hit the other one.
This one. Okay. I'll try to remember which one's which. Alrighty. We still have a pain to go, I think is the last one left.
How close can I get?
If you take both your maneuvers, I'll let you get all the way up to engage range.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna juggernaut charge and then try to punch this guy.
Okay. He's adversary 2, so it's 2 reds. I don't think he has any defense for melee, but I'll double chicken real quick. Where do they put that on this? He has 1 melee defense and 1 range defense, actually. So I should have black on that one.
I think that's right.
Hmm.
All right, and I am doing my the thing where you punch pressure point. Pressure point. That's what it is.
Okay. It's important to know. He has a shit ton of soak.
All right, so then I go over to here.
Now, this is an attack against his strain threshold, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
13 through soak to his strain threshold. And 4 advantage. I can knock him down or disorient him for a round.
Okay.
I can do both if I wanted. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll knock him down, disorient him, and he takes 13 to his strain threshold.
Disorient is I can't take an action.
Oh fuck! We do this every fucking time.
Yeah. It's 5 years. We still don't know.
It causes a setback for a number of rounds equal to the weapon's disorient rate. So he has 1 setback to anything he does for 1 round.
Okay.
Oh, is he unconscious?
No.
Okay, because he's upside down right now.
Yeah, no. You
You knocked him down.
Yeah, I knocked him down. Yeah. He can't lay flat where he's at. Okay. And you're the last one, so it's top of the round now, right?
Yep.
I wish they let you just import this sheet into tabletop so I could just click a button and it would work. That'd be awesome. So he's 3 yellows.
Oh, I missed 2 more strain because it adds my medical skill to it.
Okay.
6 for strength, 2 for it's a brawl check, and 2 for it's a medical check.
Okay. I'll put him in there. He's still not down.
Damn.
Yep.
They're cybernetically enhanced.
No, they're not.
Really?
Yep. No, he's just a nemesis, and I thought he was a rival. He's got 18.
Nice.
And because it's an attack against strain, that other attack they made doesn't help you.
Right. I didn't think I could take him out in 1 physical hit.
These are technically the big bads. Because Jera is not going to be an issue. Dex, you take 10 damage from this scout trooper. The other scout trooper is going to use a maneuver to stand. Okay, that's his maneuver. He takes a setback to any actions he takes, correct?
Yep.
Okay. and he takes 3 to try to shoot you. Right?
4.
4 to try to
far.
shoot. So,
So 5 total.
So 5 total. And he's in melee range trying to use a rifle.
Yep.
So he's ranged heavy versus melee. That's 4 purples by default. But one of those is going to be a red. Against his 3 yellows. It's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Okay. He tries to get a shot off on Pain, but he doesn't manage it. And now it's what will probably be the final round of this combat. Well, maybe. We'll see how y'all roll. All players can go. Oh,
Payne, do you want to take this?
sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I need to retcon one thing. Pain and Waz, both of whom are either in proximity to or walked through proximity of the assassin droid. You need to roll me a coordination check to jump out of the way. As Pain walked past it, he would have triggered the despair earlier. Was that it's a bomb, and it detonates, spraying shrapnel with poison tips. I know the poison isn't going to affect Pain, but you'd still take damage from the shrapnel. It's a 2 red coordination check to jump out of the way of the shrapnel.
I am going to fuck this up. You said coordination. All right.
Yes, sir.
Do-do.
Okay. Waz made it.
That's
Okay.
a lot better than I expected.
All right. Well, it's 12 damage, but you don't take any of the poison damage, so that could have been much worse. It might.
Is there any pierce?
It's not. I don't think it says pierce on a landmine. I don't have the card in front of me, but I'm gonna say no. It's
All right.
an anti-personnel landmine if you want to look it up.
No, I was assuming it was pierce because it was. I was assuming its little legs were hitting me, but that's fine.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
So we need players to go.
I'm gonna finish taking this guy's body apart.
Okay.
And I'm gonna activate my defensive stance.
You're just stacking that strain, huh?
Huh?
Does
All right.
a defensive stance stack strain?
Oh yeah, I take 2.
Okay. That probably does it. This is your strain attack.
Yep, that's 14 strain.
Yeah,
through
he only needed 3 more. He's done.
And then I will use 2 advantage to move to this guy.
Okay. But you can't take another action, so you're now body blocking for the super accurate people that are going to be shooting through your space. I love it. Let's do it.
I mean, they've been getting hit by that guy, so I feel this was the best I could do. I understand that the world's not perfect.
Baz totally won't use his flamethrower. You'll be fine.
You know, Waz has a poison sword, and as he was stepping over this crate to come and attack, he heard a ticking underneath of him, so he dove forward as hard as he possibly could, watching shrapnel fly everywhere, and then from a crawling position, front rolled, and is going to go between Payne's legs and try to stab this guy in the knee.
Oh, I had 2 advantage left. I can pass a boost on.
He's gonna need it.
Good. I pass a boost on.
So, you want me to roll the difficulty of that coordination thing you just did into the attack, or would you rather roll a separate coordination check?
I mean, I already passed that coordination check to not get hit by the shrapnel, right? That was just me narratively explaining how I.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. That's Okay, so your combat check against this guy is 2 reds, and he has a melee defense, so he has a...
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
What does that thing crit on?
The card you gave Zach or Raccoon says it crits on 2.
So you have 2 extra advantages to play with, because I only let you crit once. Go ahead and roll your crit, and give me your damage.
You said it was poison, so that gave me +2 additional damage.
Yep, so it'll count as
that's
+4. Doesn't have any pierce.
3, 7, 2 is 9.
Okay.
That's a 2. That's a very high critical. Oh no, I have vicious 2 on there. Is it vicious still as well?
Yeah, it's still vicious.
Then that's a 22.
It says it's vicious too.
Yeah. It says add a black, he's off balance. Because he's got a knife in his knee. Perfect.
Sounds good.
With another 2 advantage, can I knock him prone?
Sure. You use a knife to pull his knee out from under him.
Actually, no. With another 2 advantage, can I pass that on to the next person?
Sure.
Keeping him still.
Dex and Randall. Who's taking this?
I feel like I would use my entire turn to get close-ish to this guy.
That's distinctly possible.
Yeah, because I'm all the way back here still.
Wah, 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 wah.
So by the time yeah. Like I get up here and yeah. I guess I can still use my goo gun and try to...
You can take 2 strain and then use an action to shoot if you'd like. It's 2 reds and a black to hit.
Yep. 2 reds and a black. And yeah, I'm shooting the sticky stuff to try to get this guy even more stuck in place.
Oh man, Waz is stabbing between Bane's legs. It's Randall shooting goo over top of us.
Yeah, this shot is probably going to do more bad than good, but...
Almost certainly.
Not successful.
It absolutely is. So he shoots him, and the guy soaks all 5 damage. For the despair, the goo gun explodes, covering Randall in goo from his entire magazine expending. He's covered head to toe in expanding foam that's like already up to his neck.
Well, I guess I'm standing here for the rest of the round.
Dex, what do you want to do?
I want to see if I can't. I'm going to move up, so I'm going to lose the boost from aiming, but I'm going to get to here and then shoot him.
Try to kill steal him? Good. You should do that. 2 reds and a black.
You can take 2 strain to aim afterwards.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll go ahead and do this strain.
If you were using that rifle, you could take no strain to aim,
I already
Aim
have
as an incidental.
and it's accurate, so it gets another boost.
Yeah, but it's not light range. You can't get 2 yellows on it.
Gotcha.
He's an H9 grip. All
I
right.
got him anyway.
How much is
And
that?
that's a crit.
Okay.
That is 12 damage and a crit.
You did it. He's done. You don't need to roll the crit.
Kill stealing motherfucker right there.
I'm the captain. That's what you do.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Okay. You guys have cleared all the defenses. As you walk into Lady Jira's private chamber, she is calmly, almost bored, drinking a glass of wine, legs crossed, sitting on the couch. and she waves her hand towards the other couch in the refreshments. She's like, "Have a seat, Captain. I've been waiting for you."
I've been waiting too. I'm gonna shoot her in the face.
Okay. Are you?
Wait. I would like to block that, Captain. She's worth an exponential amount of money.
She's worth a lot dead too.
Yeah, no, Captain. Do you know the kind of research I can accomplish with her? I mean, with what she's worth. I mean, like, imagine all the people I could kill.
I just want to kill this one.
Waz has a drink and is sat down.
I'm still stuck in my phone back here.
Yeah, nobody's went to save Randy.
Alright, I'm gonna get frustrated that he blocked my shot. I'm gonna storm off, and I'm gonna go and save Randall, I guess.
Oh, I thought you were gonna leave it there. It was gonna be so hilarious.
Let the monster die. There's only room for one monster on this crew.
But that droid's talking about how many people he can kill.
Dude, you've already got a
Yeah.
planetoid under your belt, okay? You don't need to talk.
I gotta catch up.
Come over here and drink some poison tea and enjoy yourself.
It's like, plus this droid is trying to not kill Jera, and the main reason I blew up her whole planet was to kill her.
Captain, perhaps you should radio the rebels.
My mission's not complete yet, so unless you're going to shoot and kill her, there's no one to radio.
She's like, well, there's a lot of talk about shooting. Let's not be hasty. I can make you very, very wealthy.
Make her very unconscious.
Make her very, very dead.
And make her very, very unconscious.
Okay.
You know talkie no more. Bye.
Yeah, you know I know how this goes. This is just gonna escalate until the captain just loses its shit and just opens fire and kills her and everything else. And she's worth. We were told she was worth a great deal of money, right?
Yes.
Like millions of credits, multiple millions, many millions,
Hundreds of thousands, not many
hundreds
millions.
of thousands. Okay, but
Yeah.
It's just hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Randall is worth 50.
50
Right.
million? Wait, Randall's worth more than this bitch?
You say as you're holding a limp body.
It's actually a true story. I mean, Randall blew up Akbar University. The people you're working for, that he's actually working for, that don't know who he is, he's worth a lot of money. But that's a tomorrow problem. Right now, you've got Jera.
Captain, did you want to kill her if she's awake or asleep?
I wanted to kill her, and you stopped me from doing it. Like,
No, I just realized it was I misinterpreted. I thought there was millions on the line here. It's just hundreds of thousands. That's not. I need more. Randall, do.
I'd rather be poor and
Can I have Randall?
I shoot Jera.
Okay.
Blow her limp body apart.
I don't think I have a Gibbs sound effect. Hold on, let me see if I do.
Wilhelm scream again.
You can have that.
Thank you.
Let me go get some
Is she dead? Can
celery
I
from upstairs.
She is dead if he wants to shoot her in the head. She does not have a defense. Now, with all of that said, that concludes everything I had planned for you guys.
And we sail off into the sunset.
That is an option. I mean, you guys are in a salon pod that doesn't have any hyperspace capability, and she has a tactical screen, so you can see that the Resistance has shown up, the New Republic has shown up, Jera's forces are getting their asses kicked in withdrawing, the sector is falling under New Republic control, all of the good things are happening. Good guys win, bad guys lose. Except for the ones that were in your party.
Except for the civilians on the planet.
Yeah, right.
Well, with the Republic showing up, they're going to start evacuating the civilians because the domes are going to keep them alive for quite some time.
So we can call Mr. Clean to come pick us up with the grav gun, right? And then we'd get onto the Proto Shadow.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can turn her body in if you really want to. I'm sure she's still identifiable.
I mean, if you guys try to do that, the thing the Republic's going to point out is that the bounty was actually for liberating the sector. You would have been paid regardless of whether she lived or died.
Fantastic. I like that.
Sorry,
ask
I
him about.
misinterpreted. My bad. By the way, Randall's worth 50 million.
feel like that's what happens after the credits roll. Like the movie ends, the credits go by, and then there's that scene after the credits where like Payne's leaning, he's worth 50 million credits.
Right.
Million.
He's part of our family.
Yeah. Look, I can clone a new one that we can have in our family, and we just turned that one in. The new one will be innocent.
Remember when he caught himself in a ball like 5 minutes ago? We could have just rolled that ball in.
Yeah, that's true. If I really wanted to turn him in, I wouldn't have chopped him out of the foam that he did himself with.
I don't know why you did. I wasn't going to. I thought that was a perfect gift wrap.
Family, man. Like I did almost die trying to save him from that fucking bounty hunter. So I don't want to turn him over, even though you're a fucking monster. Like you killed an entire school. I just
And a
don't understand you.
And
Oh
a
yeah, and a planet.
I intentionally took out that planet. I wanted Jared dead, and I definitely went for the overkill. But man, that explosion went perfectly right where I wanted it to.
I mean, now is a good time for him to try to defend himself versus the whole, blowing up a school thing.
Again, I did not blow the school up. I did build a device that happened to blow the school up.
Look, and totally agree with that. But like, couldn't you just? We get the bounty. You go to court. You clear your name. You're a free man. We have 50 million credits. You'll get a cut of that. Like it's 4 of us. Let's carry the one. It's like 12 million each.
Again,
12.5 million credits each. Imagine the bomb research you could do.
I don't need
To
to do
turn
it.
himself in, I don't think you get the reward.
Oh no! We turn him in and we get the money. Then we hold his cut for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, while he does the time.
No.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a good lawyer
Yeah.
and prove his innocence.
So
We
you're
can even
gonna.
we can give him the money for the lawyer. 12.5 million. We get you a pretty good lawyer.
A lot of bad ones.
Hey, we were on Coruscant once. You were looking for a guy there that was a bomber.
Oh yeah, that's true. Whatever happened to that guy?
Didn't he steal a lady and then
Yeah, we
show up
saved her.
here?
We saved her.
Yeah, we did save her.
Did
Saved
we?
that lady. Yes, we
I
did.
remember her getting like cut in half and being strung up like
She died later. Yes, but we did.
Yeah,
save
yeah.
her.
We
She died
saved her
when
the
we got
first
attacked
time.
by the Halloween nightmare thing that I figured out how to clone
I've,
or turn into a disease
I've still
that you guys don't really know about yet.
got him. You want him to just show up and kill everybody? He's a good psychopath.
didn't he put bombs inside of people?
Sure,
Yes,
he
has
sure did.
We have all his equipment to do the same thing. He was remanufacturing their bones as an explosive and then surgically trading them out.
Yep.
It's not a healthy thing to do, but it's very effective. It's pure genius.
His
We took his equipment.
his personality was based on Murdoch from the MacGyver reboot, and I had a lot of fun playing him as a character.
All right, I'll steer the proto shadow to the nearest sun and fly right into it. Going out in a blaze of glory, flying off into the sunset.
Waz could never be happier.
I hate to break you, but you're going to wake back up.
Yeah, I think that would actually kill Payne and all of his little viruses. That would be a nice little wrap up to everything.
Yeah, till you found out that I had contingencies in case.
I'm sure you did.
One little spider droid is.
It's on his viral lab on that asteroid. He just starts assembling droid pieces.
Rebuilds.
Yep.
I rebuild everything, including you guys. You just wake up.
It was a fantastic campaign. It was not the best we ever ran, but it was certainly not the worst. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, I had a good time.
And we probably won't do this next Saturday, but not the next Edge of Empire session, but the one after that will be our first of the Traveler campaign. And Mr. Payne / Craven mall. If you would like to roll a traveler character, I'll have an open weekend in the middle where we can do that. I know you're super excited about Dresden. That's all you can think about right now. But if you want to try out the traveler with us, we're going to try a short traveler campaign. And then after the traveler campaign, we'll make a decision on whether or not we want to come back to Edge or do traveler or what the deal is.
Okay, yeah.
I'd like you to participate just so that I have the whole group there. It makes it.
Yeah, send me some links on what Traveler is.
Sure, I can do that. I have PDFs for the group. And we're gonna have a little adventure in Traveler Space. The great thing about Traveler that I think you'll like, because that's what you like about Dresden, is Traveler's like a community-built world system. Like the players during their character creations helped me create the worlds and the cultures and all the story stuff. And I think we had a pretty good time creating the characters we're using now. So that is something you'll enjoy. What you won't enjoy is players die a lot, so you should probably make more than one character.
Saying that though, we haven't had a death yet, right?
Yeah, we keep saying that, but we've come really close a couple times, and it is going to happen.
That's true.
My money's still on Randall.
Yeah, I'm surprised the one character that got harpooned in the stomach.
You did almost die.
Yeah.
Like.
But then Shaggy went into a room and closed the door behind him. He was going to kill himself.
Yeah, that character almost died too. That character was one GM intervention away from just blowing his own brains out.
Yeah.
Velma quickly opened the door.
Well, it was the whole, like, Randall had a good idea, but he did explain to the party what the good idea was. He was just like, I'm just going to throw this rope around him. And I'm like, that's not going to do it. So if he had done that and you guys hadn't gotten him out of the room that turn, that was going to result in, well, that character's gone.
Oh man, he's got just rope around his shoulders, and Randall's holding on to the rope, and then boom, boom, and everybody's now traumatized as snakes eat his body. Oh.
So you did that because I had to leave?
No, I did that because you didn't pass your roll.
You rolled a 3 on
yeah.
Resilience check.
I thought he rolled Snake Eyes.
Yeah, well,
I don't think it was Snake Eyes.
I don't think it was Snake Eyes, but it was a really bad fail, and he was right by the room. No, it was Randall had in his head, because he explained it to me later. He was like, I'll throw the rope around him and lasso him, and then everyone else will grab the rope and pull him out. But he didn't actually tell anybody that was his plan. He just said, I'm going to throw the rope around Ghost's character. And I was like, that's not going to work. Because he didn't explain his plan. Because I thought he was like, I'm going to throw the rope around him this turn and then pull him out the next turn, by which point you would have pulled your character out. He just wouldn't have had a head anymore.
Right. Okay, so yeah, Dresden next Friday, right? Everybody okay with that?
I'm super psyched.
Yeah, I might be able to negotiate that to Saturday, because that sounds like it's better for everybody.
I mean, it's really, I have no preference. If we're free Friday and Saturday, I have enough content now that we can run for a while if we want to play doubles. It's up to you guys.
Are you allowed to play Friday and Saturday nights?
As long as I've got a Sunday to spend with the wife, yes.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking.
But Kizik probably can't do that.
Yeah, I get one or the other.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
does Matt. He's fronting right now.
But yeah, I mean, we could even do like a separate character if you want to run like secondaries and do some other things.
Yep.
I've got a lot of content. I'm really excited.
I think we're all pretty. I think we're all pretty psyched about Dresden right now.
I've made a lot of art.
Yeah, you have.
And I don't think I've even scratched the surface. I've got so much more in my head.
Which is good because yeah, there's going to be a lot more coming up.
Yeah, we can't kill the mobsters, all right? I put a lot of work into them.
We're gonna kill those mobsters.
Probably not. They're literally Satan and his henchmen.
I think you're a little off about that.
Well, okay, they're Satan light.
They are Satan light.
Yes.
They're not bulletproof, so.
Yeah, that's true. They aren't bulletproof. They are.
I mean, that is literally that is a Dresden's mainstay. is that that's why the wizard carries a 44 Magnum, because sometimes you can just shoot the thing.
Yeah, and that's the great thing because I guess villains, they just don't expect it. They're
Right.
waiting for the big spell to come, and then Harry just pulls his fucking gun and caps a motherfucker.
That's a legit strat. That's why Mini Thor carries a shotgun.
I'm almost through Devil in Blue Dress. I should probably listen to the Dresden books next.
You can't miss. And once you listen to those, you'll probably enjoy the Druid series. You'll probably enjoy Max Abaddon series is really good. The Burning Man series is good. The Alchemist series is really good. I think there's one other one I told Matt about.
Ink and Sigil.
Ink and Sigil, of course, but there's one other one. Something about a sword. And anyway, when you run out of stuff, ask me. I've got more.
And the thing is, I've got MP3 files of all of the Dresden books. So if you want them, I'll give them to you MP3.
I've got so many Audible credits, it's ridiculous because I never cancel my subscription. I just stop using it for a few months, and then I come back, and it's like, dude, you got 9 credits. You want 9 books?
Right. Yeah.
You'll go through them quick. I mean, Dresden is 17 books.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of books.
No, actually, it's 19 now, isn't it?
It's about to be 19.
Okay.
I think. Well, I think all of his
20.
stuff is like 22. Like with all of the other. I'm just gonna find it.
And like it's like I just re-listened to the entire thing. I think I accidentally skipped one book in the middle, but it still flows. It's still a great storyline, and you just watch him. It's one of the reasons that I enjoyed the books in the game is he literally, you feel him leveling as he goes, and you feel him. The way the game is played is the way the story is written, which is weird because most of the time that's not the case. But you'll see him make these decisions and sacrifices, and he'll get more power, but he gets more other things that maybe he didn't want.
There's 17 main books right now, and the series is slated to run 23 or 24 books. There are 4 tie-ins, including graphic novels and the TV show and that stuff. But
there's a short story book that's one of his best ones because
it's called Side Jobs.
These random short stories, like one of them, he saves Bigfoot's son, right? And it's really amusing because he can't just go in and save him. Like everything has a price. You can't just, you have to do it politically, or you have to do. It's just a really good series. Druid's kind of the same thing where like you can do all these things and you have to deal with the consequences. And just because it was right at the time doesn't mean it was the only right thing you could do.
All right, hold on a second. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by. Thank you for those who came in the raid and followed. I really appreciate it. And I hope everyone had a good time watching our end of the series. You did just catch the finale, so if you go back and watch the VODs, you'll already know the ending. But yeah, I appreciate everyone hanging out, and I'll see you next time.